Oh man, that was beautiful. Thank you for that. Good morning, Kindred, and welcome to Vegas by Night. Mayday Roleplays Vampire the Masquerade Chronicle. It's the month of darkness, or at least the end of the month of darkness, or at least a week after the month of darkness. Who knows what time period you're in right now. And there is so much horror to be had in the community. If you haven't had a chance, now is the perfect time to get into VtM. There's a Humble Bundle still going on right now, as far as I'm concerned, that will get you a bunch of source books and the lore canon video games that go along with it. And World of Darkness just put out this killer new lore sheet for VtM. So it's a great entry point for anyone who's getting in on this game, and I hope you get a chance to be a part of it. I just want everyone here to know that this is an absolutely not pre-recorded stream. We are here live, and we'll be reacting to your chat 1000%. And if you accuse us of otherwise, I will send a Second Inquisition fire squad to your cote's place of business. But if it seems like we're distracted and not paying any attention to you, that's not real. We're playing a spooky not pre-recorded Halloween trick.
We're just into the characters.
So into the characters, we're not going to look at anything you say. If you've missed out on any chapter of Vegas by Night, don't fear. You still can check it out on Spotify, Twitch VOD, and our YouTube channel as of right now. If you're wondering how you can get more Mayday in your life, you can catch our stream here every other Saturday for our main show. You can follow us on all major platforms, as well as Spotify and SoundCloud for podcast-friendly recordings of all our major shows and streams. And finally, you can donate to us on Patreon and join our Patreon Discord. The Discord is really where we've had the chance to build a great little family around the content we've put out. We have patrons who have joined each other's games and played in some hosted by ourselves. We've started doing emotional maps that coincide with each episode, discussed the merits of pickle milk versus Pepsi milk, and most recently, our buddy Vince has been showing off a custom-made dice tower crafted by one of our listeners, Daniel G. In addition to all that craziness, you get an opportunity to listen to exclusive Patreon content and behind-the-scenes information. As we enter this Halloween season, we're looking for ways to celebrate all of the times that Mayday has personally invited you to shit yourself out of fear. And so we are nearing the end of a list we've been preparing of the top 10 moments that we have suffered through together, both listener and sufferer. So keep a lookout, keep looking for our number one release here as we reveal some of the worst, best moments of Mayday. We'd also like to...
It might also already be out.
It might also already be out, but this is live right now, so of course it's not out for me. Maybe it is in some form of time you're in. Who knows? We'd like to give a shout out as well to our handler level Patreon contributors. It's because of their involvement in our content that we can begin thinking of all the big picture ideas we have for Mayday, including that it is because of you. Right now, we are now selling our once-in-a-lifetime designs of the perennial airlines doomed to repeat shirts.
Show it off, Amanda.
Woo!
They're beautiful. They're designed by us, and they are available in our shop. We want you guys to check those out. Get them wherever you can. We can't wait.
Very limited, so I would say get it now before it's all sold out.
Right. Get yours, take pictures of them, send them over to us once you have them. We'd love to see whoever gets their hands on these beautiful babies. But we also want to thank that handler level personally. Thank you, Onk, OG Pan, Bimblewart, Cameron S, Eric A, and Jonathan M. You're all deeply in our hearts. Thank you guys so much for your contribution. Other than that, please check out our Delta Green campaign, Doomed to Repeat, that is GM'd by the winner of Minnesota's best GM ever in Minnesota's 2022 WebFest. They had a 45-minute monologue in dedication to him, and everyone in the crowd cried. It's very important that you listen to this campaign.
They cried at my announcement, at my thank you speech, not at the...
Because it was so riveting. That's why.
It's riveting.
It was so touching.
So emotional for all of us. We have won and now been nominated for so many different things related back to Doomed to Repeat. It's where we started. It's where we're going to continue. We want you guys to check that out the best you can. But even more so, we also have a D&D campaign centered in the island world of Ashoka that's GM'd by the one and only Eli and it is one of the best campaigns we've ever been through. If you like Fast and Furious on the ocean, it's very important that you get yourself to this. It's all about family, but even more so, it's about us turning Allegra into barrels, basically, and house cats. There's also...
They
it
rolled
was a
great
chest,
in that one, too.
a barrel, a house cat, so many things. There's also our Old World of Darkness campaign using the Orpheus system. As we know, we're one of the only actual plays to attempt an Orpheus game, and we played through the entire first book of the Orpheus system that's available to all of you on all major podcasting platforms, YouTube, and our Twitch. We'd love for you guys to get a chance to check those 3 out. Finally, we just want to give love out to our last member of Mayday. Vince is taking a little Mayday vacation. We want to thank him for his time with Vegas by Night and let him know that we still miss him very much and we miss playing with him dearly. We can't wait for him to come back. Before we get started today, I just want to remind everyone that Vampire the Masquerade can be a dark setting, and as such, there are content warnings for any watching. Please be advised that there may be violent themes, plenty of adult language, and the exploration of darker subjects. Please take care of yourself and be aware. Today, you might look out for anything pertaining to water, drowning, or being submerged. You may look into home invasion, stalking, and concepts of restraint. You also may just take a look out for Burroughs, because God knows what that man is going to do this time. With that in mind, let's get started. Humanity was cursed, and for that curse, a solution was made in the darkened cisterns of God's church. Made in a wrathful vengeance, the armies of the Shadow Inquisition divided into separate orders to better hide their holy purpose. They began to pursue all supernatural beings in an effort to roil the blood enough to prove their monstrous existence. Soon, the evidence was enough, and the Roman Catholic Church called for the inciting incident to the Convention of Thorns, a time the great High Regent of New York, Aisling Sturbridge of the Tremere, referred to as the Burning Times. 2 centuries of pain and persecution as kindred and kind died alike to the hunger of human retribution. Elders knew for the first time the capabilities of their dinners when left too raw, and fledglings died young on the vine, never knowing peace aside from a pillager's blade. It was here that the masquerade was truly codified, forged as a shield to the outside world's malice against their power. It was a system designed to prevent another 100 years of pain and hiding, and was the reason for the splintering of all kindred kind. There is no true end to the Burning Nights, though, and the remnants of the First Inquisition still stand tall amongst the rubble of broken castles. There are rumblings of one of those sacred secret orders skulking about in the daylight, waiting for their moment. The Society of Leopold, defenders of the apocalypse who believe all kindred to be sole members of the Antichrist's doctrine. Now the society roams these modern nights free of the Pope's control, independent of any doctrine outside of the holy mission to eliminate all kindred life. Even worse, the meddling bodies of the NSA cracked the infrastructure of the warded wardens of our underground, and brought about a resurgence of those fated Burning Nights. But now it is waged as a secret war behind the veil of the fragile public's eyes. Aisling Sternbridge's own Tremere saw the worst of the beginning, with the eradication of the Vienna Chantry and the largest congregation of Tremere on the planet. But the whole world felt the ramifications. Cities like London, Paris, Marseille, and Las Vegas felt the worst of the Second Inquisition's power. Now, the world has reignited, but just the embers that dance around the edges of that pit, threatening at any moment to overtake us, floating into our homes and striking a blaze that would send our hearts back to beating. We will hide like children from the mistakes we've made. We will crawl beneath the floorboards and the rafters of attics in order to avoid the consequences of our indifference. We will watch the earth scorched in retaliation against us, and it will do nothing to deter our ignorance. We will kill our darlings. Welcome to Vegas by Night. Well, welcome back. Let's start by introducing our cast. My name is Caleb James Miller, and I'll be playing your storyteller today.
Hold on. I had everybody muted. That's my fault. Okay, so after Caleb, who goes?
I'm Aaron. Bestial failure, Pabst, and I play Enoch.
Nice.
I'm Amanda, and I play Allison.
I'm Eli, and I play Niles.
I'm Sergio playing Burrows.
I'm Zach, and I play Sybil.
Beautiful. We now have a recap that has been prepared by the one and only Niles.
Killer whales sometimes eat sharks. Usually they consume their enormous livers and discard the rest. The act in itself is both violent and disruptive to ecosystems. Predators abandon places they know they can be eaten, and prey makes use of space. I do not like knowing there is something that would rival my fear of the sun. I thought I had learned what fear was, but to be pulled from death, I couldn't have imagined it. Someone was there lurking amongst us, something that can walk in day. We should leave Lake Mead as soon as we can, but that in itself is a problem. The longer you're with someone, the more you get to know them. Mao, for instance, despite their size, has a proclivity for ruthlessness and poor timing. Burrows is about as put together as jumping out a window is, and the Kingsters know how to be their best. Add that to Sybil's ambitions and my inability to contain a dead body and witnesses. Now some of us owe blood, and some of us are wanted by the police. I will not be quick to volunteer myself again. Hence, lurking at Lake Mead. Kingsters have opted to stay behind to clean up some of the mess they made, while the rest of us make best of our time. Sybil decided to invite a friend to watch over us during the day, some idiot named Felix. He hopes to become one of us, and Sybil is leading him along. She seems to enjoy repeating history. I wonder how that works. I got Burrows to take me back to the house for the bikes. Just the bikes. We could use the mobility, but standing there, I realized this house has done more for me than anyone else could. It killed my enemies. It gave me power where I had none. It is a fortress that both the Camarilla and the Anarchs fear. A real haven. I trust it as much as the voices that keep me alive. I only hope that the coterie sees what I see.
Absolutely wonderful. What a great way to start us off. Now, let's do something that we haven't in a couple of sessions, and let's check in with the actual number behind your hunger, because I've realized recently we've had a few bestial failures.
Yeah.
9 bestial
At-
failures.
At this,
Do 9 bestial? Does bestial failures give us
but
more
bestial
hunger?
failures are more prevalent when you have hunger, because you're increasing your odds with every number that you have. 4 hunger dice roll more bestial failures than 1 hunger dice. With that in mind,
I see.
let's just sort of rack through alphabetical order. Aaron, how are we doing on hunger?
3.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Allison is also at a 3.
Oh, beautiful.
I just realized I've had Allegra muted the whole time. I'm sorry, Allegra.
Sergio
could
hates
you-
me. It's
Yeah.
canon, guys.
Can you just one more time say how much hunger you have?
Mal's at a 3.
Thank you.
Okay.
Burrows is at a 1.
Okay.
I'm responsible.
Niles
He
is
had
at
a
a
quick
2.
snack.
Good for Niles.
Responsible.
Well, that's because I ate Enoch.
Yeah.
There's a reason.
Does that mean you're bonded to me now?
Ew, no.
No. You would
No.
have to.
I made sure
feed
that
her.
we did not.
Wait, what's
Yeah.
Sib at?
Sib's also at a 3.
Wait, didn't we have that corpse body?
2, 3.
That's why I'm at 3 instead of
Oh, wait.
4.
We're at 3, baby.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's probably
Drinking
why.
dead blood slakes much less thirst, and it can offer different maladies to your body. So it looks like we have a median of 3. It is my duty as a storyteller to warn you that it is when those numbers rise that you become more susceptible to the terrible things that the curse provides. And with there being as many of you as there are, means that you all are more prone to the, let's say, consequences of those susceptibilities. So, my best advice as a storyteller would be to find something to eat this session. With that in mind, would anyone like to tell us about any experience changes that we've made to the character we feel is important to tell the audience?
Niles has upped their awareness abilities by 1.
good.
So now there's 1 in the die pool.
Very
Figured it'd be
good.
helpful to be a little bit more aware of my surroundings.
1 is absolutely better than 0.
Burrows added a point to drive since I'm pretty much the designated driver at this point.
Another 1 for Baby Blue. I love it.
Yeah.
I did get, I don't know if I brought this up, but I have submerged directive. That's
You have a submerged erection? What? What'd you say?
Wow.
submerged
Good for
directive.
Allison.
Directive.
It's hard to hide those things. I get it.
Basically, it allows me to put an implant of a post-hypnotic suggestion, allowing a command to remain dormant until a specific occurrence happens.
I
Nice.
see.
Okay, let's go.
That could come in very handy.
That's
So
useful.
you could tell someone a timed directive,
Uh-huh.
essentially. That's incredible.
Schedule
I
your
can-
tweets.
Yes.
Yeah,
Very
basically.
helpful.
So I know that we left most of you at the mansion, and then we had Burrows take a little detour to the hospital. It is my understanding that it would take Burrows some time to go off to the hospital and would require all of you splitting up. So it is my hope to give you guys any amount of time to be wherever you would like to be for the beginning. Did we go back to the hotel in Lake Mead? Are we all together? Have we split apart after the mansion? Are we exploring the mansion? It is totally up to all of you where we'd like to begin this session. I think we can start with a group discussion.
Well,
So if Burrows and Sybil left, that means Mal and Niles are together,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I mean, if you want to explore the mansion, or you can teach me how to ride a motorcycle, and then we can go to the mansion.
Would we have known that Sybil and Burrows went to the hospital? Was that something you guys told us?
I would have made it clear, yeah.
Yeah.
I know Burrows went to the hospital. I'm not sure where Sybil went.
Sib was
Drop
his
me off.
drop. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
dropped you off. Okay, good. Then yes, I think they would communicate to you guys they were going off there.
Yeah, I don't have a reason to keep a secret.
Okay. So then let's assume that Mal and Niles are together at the mansion. Sybil and Burroughs are together in the parking lot to the hospital. And the lovely married couple in the corner there are back at Club Canaan in the haze of trying to pick up the pieces. Let's start at the mansion here. You two are standing in the courtyard. The others have left. You are left with this sort of bubblegum laced architecture that has been smashed through the top of the roof and collided into the decaying floors enough that you can see through into the architecture and furniture that makes up this broken villa. But the courtyard is massive. There's a garage off the top right, and there's a walkway that leads out onto the Red Rocks, and you have the purview of a pretty massive structure here that has now become your haven, Niles.
I think Niles is going to wait until they can't see Baby Blue anymore before they kind of turn back and look at the house. You know, it's going to be a while before they're even going to get back to the hotel. Do you want to hang out with the ghoul?
Hell no.
Let's just walk around a little bit and then make our way back. You really gotta stay away from my phone. Seriously.
Yeah. The La Sombra effect begins to roil off the cell phone in your pocket. You
I
feel
don't know what happened.
Yeah. Proximity thing. Yeah.
Yeah, my bad. I mean, I can't control it, so.
Anyways, let's just kind of walk around. Just try not to touch the pink stuff if you can.
What is it? Do you know?
No.
A cursory glance for both of you gives you the interpretation, at least intuiting, this is probably tendon or ligament, rather, that wraps around muscle.
It's stretchy. It's a little sticky, but I don't know. There's other things here I've seen, so I think they kind of attract it. So let's just not, for the most part. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. You've been here before, though. Like,
yeah, once.
What were you doing here?
Hiding.
From what?
It's complicated. Let's not worry about it. Let's keep moving.
No, hold on. You can't keep dodging questions like that all the fucking time. There's only two of us here. If you don't want the crazy, sex-crazed whatever ones, or the religion boy, or the narc to know.
Fine.
You don't have to, but, like, you kind of do.
It's just... telling secrets just really puts you at a disadvantage is the problem I always have with it.
What if I give you one in return?
Okay. That's the first time someone's offered it.
Only seems
Sure.
fair.
Fine. I was hiding here because I had ran from my sire. His name is Maul, and he has been after me for a while. This is the only place I've been able to lose him. And then I managed to get to Vegas.
What's to stop him from coming to Vegas?
My lack of indiscretion.
Understandable.
Which is why I think having a place to hide is a good thing for us, or at least for me.
Especially when wrapped in bubblegum.
It's about what's wrapped inside the bubblegum.
Which is?
I don't know. And that's just honest. I don't know what it is, but it's powerful. And it eats things. I don't know. I don't know if this place was made by it or a symptom of it. I don't know. It's hard to explain. But what's inside was scary to see. And it scares the Camarilla and it scares the Anarchs, so I think it's something to be on the good side of, you know?
How do you know it won't eat you?
I think we have a mutual understanding.
Are you the parasite or is it?
I just shrug. What about you? What's the trade-off? Better be something equal.
Just so you know, I did consider lying to you. I won't. You wouldn't have known, but...
How do you know?
Fair. I ended up in a box in Denver because another of my sire's children has been chasing me since I was embraced.
The Sombras were solo things, endeavors.
Usually I think they are. I really don't know much about him. His name's Devin. He's kind of a dick.
So you're being chased by a Devin?
Yes? You said that like it was a thing.
No, it just... Of all the names in the world to be chased by a
Yeah,
Devin.
I know. It's not great.
Yeah.
Ideally, I want to get rid of him.
So what's stopping Devin from coming to Vegas and finding you?
That's a great question. That I don't have the answer for. He might not know I'm here. Or maybe he does. I don't know. I haven't seen him since, I got in a box.
Okay. Well, I guess for another time.
Yeah. Glad to know we're both wanted in a way.
Yeah. I wish it was a different kind of wanted, so I don't know if we should be bonding over that, but...
No. It's like definitely the shittier wanted to be stuck in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anyways, can we go walk around? Wait, we're wasting time trying to have a heart-to-heart.
Oh my god, I'm not trying to have a heart-to-heart with you. I'm just trying to see what the fuck is your deal.
Yeah, we're gonna just keep walking through.
Beautiful. What area of the mansion are you looking towards first?
I'm trying to go towards the courtyard where that fountain was. That kind of gets to see what the state of the overall mansion is now with all this extra stuff.
That central fountain still stands today, and that depiction of a woman is still at the center of that fountain. It is a beautiful marble depiction of a woman who contains these 4 wings that go at diagonals almost, and then have been broken up into multiple limbs, and she has this gorgeous face that has been cleaved in half by something breaking the statue. So you only get this half depiction of these gorgeous lips and these well-placed, glaring, sparkling eyes, and this beautiful bone structure that has been changed in a certain way, almost as though she was experiencing like bone spurs. Her chin is longer than normal. Her cheekbones the same. There are almost like triangular points to her forehead themselves, and this long tendrils of hair that run down her back. She's entirely naked, but is painted almost in wearing a gauze that runs over her. Absolutely gorgeous. The fountain itself is cleaved, as if it's taken some cosmetic damage. Niles, you know that that's new cosmetic damage since you've been here. She was whole the last you saw her, or at least for the most part. And there is still absolutely the skeleton of the man who pursued you through here. He is only halfway there and has been picked clean from the bones.
Can I send Spoons up to the top of the mansion to see if there's a cleaner opening for us to get up there?
Sure, to ascend it rather than just going through the mansion doors.
Is the mansion doors clear where we could just open it?
Yes, the only reason you didn't the last time you were here was there was more than just this man pursuing you at the time. But it looks as though the doors would probably open. They don't look so in disrepair that the first floor is completely demolished.
Okay, then I'm just gonna have Spoons just keep a lookout and just keep an aerial eye over it so that I can keep tabs of the outside. But then
Sure.
if I'm gonna look at Maul and I'm gonna kind of like gesture towards the door.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna walk towards the door and slightly push it open, cautiously.
Got it. Sending Spoons up above the mansion, you get this overview shot of the entire thing, and you can see that that ligament is starting to overtake some of the red rock that is pushed past the wall. So what originally you had scaled and not encountered, whatever that is, it's starting to spread. You know that because, of course, when you arrived at first, your bikes were not combined with it. But from the aerial view, you can see the sort of webbed canopy that individual sat on so long ago. It is completely clear. It looks largely the same as when you found it. In fact, the depression from you falling into it is still there. You can even imagine yourself compressing down and pushing that material. But largely the only thing left of him is the ashes that still cling to the ligaments. But you get this overview of the third floor. Moving to the double doors, it opens up into this huge foyer that encapsulates the mansion and seems to branch off into maybe 6 rooms off the first floor. It is ancient. Think, old Resident Evil mansion of pure brown wood and old rug tapestries, very Eastern European in its decor. And all of it is either dusted through with cobwebs or combined in this disgusting sort of connective tissue. There are 2 bodies in the foyer itself that have been caught up in these webs themselves, and then there are 2 what can only be described as creatures alongside them. Mal, you have never seen something of this kind. It looks like a coyote in about size and fashion. But you've seen coyote skulls before, and being in Las Vegas, it's hard not to. They sell them like candy at gift shops. But the flare of the coyote's skull has been opened, cracked, and then segmented in 4, so that it almost flays open like a fan or an umbrella from the mouth itself.
Ew.
And the body of this beast has been deferred completely, so that it is made up largely of the bone, sinew, and skin, much like the ligaments themselves. Niles, you saw this as well. These are the beasts that you encountered the last time that you were here. Both of them dead here on the floor, aside the 2 corpses. They are skeletal. They're dead. They have nothing left to the bone, and they are aside these coyotes.
Is there any indication that they're kindred or they're just humans?
Here they are bones. They could be kindred. The nature of the kindred's curse is that you return to the state of your body when you died. So if these were victims of the final death, they were young enough to have skeletons. That's all you would know if they were kindred or otherwise. They are not staked through. It's not as though they were in torpor when this happened. But there's no telling what happened to these individuals.
I'm gonna hold a hand out to Mao and like make a motion to be quiet. And then see if we can if there's a way to proceed forward or just to look around a little bit more past these corpses.
Sure. So you're stepping out into the foyer to sort of discern where you could go next?
Yeah.
Are you doing so in a stealthy manner, or is this of one who owns a home?
I will do it stealthily.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a dexterity plus stealth.
While she's going in, can I try to like sense if there are any shadowy, spirity things like there are at my church?
Sure. Go ahead and give me a insight plus wits, and then add your obtenebration score, whatever your discipline score is.
4
My
successes.
Tenebration?
4 successes. Yeah, whatever your darkness powers discipline is
Oh,
called.
Oblivion?
Yeah, Oblivion.
Cool.
I think I used the old name.
Oh, that would make sense why I was confused.
Yeah.
Which...
So you had a 4, you said, Niles?
Yes.
Okay.
7 successes, because I got a crit.
7 successes.
I
Holy
told you
shit.
the corn's what fixed it. Again.
Here's the thing. When you had originally saw the ghost of that child and the ghost of Ezra up there in Elysium, and then again in the church, and then you were joined by so many of those creatures inside, it was a clear depiction. They were there. You had an awareness in your soul they were there. They felt real. They were manifested, and you could see their shadow, right? Their black ichor, right? Here, there is that same feeling in your soul of this sort of kindred nature, of this kin in presence, but there's no manifestation in the shadows. There's nothing lurking. There's nothing there. You get the sense that this place is like the dying embers of a campfire that's been put out. This is just what's left over. But what's left over is massive. Every inch of this place, it feels like you could follow a trail of death that went through all 3 floors. Things of the oblivion, of that shadow that you pull from every day of your life, they were here, and they were here for a while, and with great power.
But they're not here anymore.
Not here anymore. Whatever it is must be gone. At least the death of it is.
Weird.
So, Niles, moving into this room, you don't feel as though you've been noticed by anything. You feel as though you're making your way through stealthily. You see again that there's like a hallway off to your left to a main kitchen and 3 other rooms. There are 3 rooms opposite onto that, and then there are like a switchback set of stairs that lead up into the 2nd floor. And then you imagine that would be the hallway that you had seen before that would then have another set of stairs up to the 3rd. Is there a direction in mind that you have?
I just slowly want to keep walking up to the 3rd floor. I'm going back to like where I initially found up on the 3rd floor.
Okay, moving up onto these switchbacks, again, you do not experience any sort of sound in the house outside of the creaking of old bones. I mean, an architecture like this that is literally held up by the connective tissue of a person's body, of course, is going to make a lot of sound, but it is the sound of the building. Moving up into the 2nd floor, Mal is, of course, looking into the shadows on the 1st as you two have this vantage point up against each other. The first switchback of stairs take you about 12 feet above Mal now, and then another 12 to the 2nd floor. It's as soon as you step into that 2nd floor that you see it. You've seen this before, and there is a fear in your heart that warns you to clutch the wall, but by the time that you've clutched it, you've realized that whatever it is dead since the last you saw it. There is maybe a 10-foot creature with these hulking shoulders and massive arms that extend around what is a faceless head that has been sewn through together and then scallops into these mismatched pieces of body that then at the center you can see iron has been placed in amongst the flesh, so sewn together that it is seamless, the connection between metal and flesh. And in the center is an extinguished lantern piece. You can see the glass that centers around all of that metal and where the flamed basin would sit in the center of a hooded lantern that is trapped in whatever this thing is, center. This was the hulking sentry that you experienced the last time you were here, but he was very much alive and very much destructive before. Since then, the light has gone out, and his lower half is missing completely. No legs past the lantern. He has been cleaved. You can see that organs are still dying underneath. The string of intestines that used to make up this man's innards have been splayed across the connective tissue that forms out this hallway.
Man, what happened here?
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep going.
Okay.
Wait, Niles?
What?
I don't know if your thing's here anymore. Whatever was big and powerful. I was looking, and there was something here, but it's dead now, or almost dead, or almost gone. I don't know. I don't know what you saw last time you were here or what you were dealing with, but it might be different now. I don't know if your agreement's gonna hold.
I just gotta check one more place.
Okay.
Moving along the second floor, there are paintings done in a very, what's that word? Very fresh style. I think the word is like Greco or something. Fresco, that's what it is. These are the old, beautiful paintings that are done in such a style that it's reminiscent of hundreds of years ago. And largely along the walls, there is this set of almost like a family portrait. Each of those individuals have been painted in huge, glorious style. And the largest among them is of this incredibly pallid individual with white long hair and this long, almost wizard's beard that extends down into his chest, and this long fluted dress shirt that sits high and curved along his neck, and this deep set in chest with this large red stone inset necklace that sits along. And then on either side are like lineages of portraits of people who progressively become more modern. Maybe 6 paintings on either side of people who do not share likeness. They do not look like each other, but they all seem to have had the same countenance in the way that they've been portrayed. But sitting in that center, you immediately recognize this man. This was the man on the 3rd floor. But moving through the 2nd floor, you see the stairs at the end of the hallway that sit up into the 3rd floor, and you realize that this floor itself has maybe 4 rooms to itself, guest rooms, and 2 restrooms that sit on the 2nd floor.
Can I just cautiously open one of the bedrooms?
Sure, absolutely. You pick one, the closest one to you, and opening into it, you can see there's a massive hole in the wall that looks out onto the parameters of Las Vegas far in the distance. And the aged furniture of this place is sort of leaking into that hole, and you can see there's even a chair that's maybe a few inches from cascading out onto the back wall of your property, essentially, still brought together by that connective tissue, as though those ligaments were brought together in one final move to hold the house together. But it does not seem to house any bodies, anyone left over. It's an empty room.
I think with Mal mentioning that there's nobody here or there's no any power, I'm just gonna go to one of those tendon bands.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna flick it.
Sure.
Stretch it and pull it back and let it like rattle.
Absolutely, you're
See if
playing
that
with your
does
ligaments.
Yeah, see
Everyone
if
does it.
anything.
Yeah. You give it a good flick. Let me get a wits plus your score in flesh bending, essentially. Whatever you have for
Fleshcraft.
yes, fleshcraft.
Casual flesh bender, yes.
Yeah.
Casual flesh bending. I'm sorry. What is the other thing? Wits.
Wits plus your flesh
Wits
craft.
plus flesh bending. One success.
One success. You manage to create this rhythm that sets off across the entire house, so much so that, Mal, you can feel it underneath your feet, as it is like a vibration that sets through every portion of that bubble gum at your feet. But you have an awareness of it, Niles. You immediately, through that sense, it's sort of like speaking to spoons almost. You can feel where Mal is in the foyer, and you can feel the steps that they're taking, so true to the fact that you could probably tell how many feet into the room they are. It is like a preternatural sense as it rhythms through Mal's form like an empty tuning fork and then reports back to you.
I think
But Mal's the only thing that I hear.
Mal
Sorry.
is the only thing in here, as far as you can tell. It does ripple up into the third floor. You get the sense of the dead flesh of that lamplighter in the second floor, and you get the sense of the two bodies out in the foyer. You get the sense of the two dogs, as well as the skeleton sitting in the courtyard. But outside of that, there's nothing big enough to be a body.
Feeling the like reverberations that I can kind of sense, I'll just kind of, Niles, you still okay?
I ignored them for like a second, just to like think. But then I'm just gonna, if there's nobody here or there's nothing else here, then I think I'm gonna retreat away.
Okay.
I'm not gonna be stealthy about it. I'm just gonna walk down normally, and then meet Mal back at the bottom.
Okay. You both find each other in the foyer.
You couldn't just say, yeah, I'm good?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, I'm good.
Oh, cool. Great. Now that I can see that, that's super important to tell me. What was that?
I flicked the tendon. I just wanted to see if there was actually anything here. I don't think there is. I think you're right.
Did you, like, feel anything when you touched the goo?
Not really, no. Just, I mean, I could feel everything around the house, but that's it.
That kind of counts as feeling something, dude.
It's like a general look around in a sense that like no one's here.
Wait, hold on. I want to test something. I'm gonna walk into a different room, and I'm gonna activate Shadow Cloak, and then I'm gonna say, "Okay, do it again."
Okay, I'll try it. For
Okay.
science. Look at.
Let's get a roll of wits plus awareness, plus your points in fleshcraft,
Bending.
and then 2 dots for your haven.
2 dots for me. Wow, that's a huge.
And then that will be against Mal's combined stealth abilities there. So dexterity plus stealth plus whatever your shadow cloak gives you.
Okay. 3, 6.
5 successes.
5 successes.
2. Yeah.
You know exactly where Mal is. You've seen Mal pull this trick before, and usually that shadow cloak, as Mal descends back into the black shadow of the many dark places within this mansion, like if this was the temple, there would be no way of finding them. It'd be hours before they decide to reveal themselves. But here, it's easy. It's positive. Even before you've plucked at the violin strings, you can already tell where they are within that web that you've created. And pushing again from it and plucking that instrument, you know even more so. You can tell the form and function of Mal. You can see how tall they are, how wide they are, their abilities and exact ramifications of their location.
I see all of it. That's wild. I know exactly. Yeah, I know exactly where you are. I'm just gonna poke at the shadow.
Dude, that's creepy as fuck.
I mean, even if whatever it is isn't here anymore, I mean, it's still an advantage kind of place. I think we should keep it under wraps. As long as the other two keep it under wraps. I'm more concerned about them. Maybe we should get out of here. That's probably enough time. By the time we get back, they should be coming back from the hospital.
Yeah. Can I loot the bodies on the way out just to see if there's anything in them?
Sure. Yeah. So you are checking the two sort of skeletons there.
Yeah, if they had like clothes or anything, I'm just like checking their pockets.
You don't even have to roll. There's no fabric left. Whatever those dogs did to them, they consumed everything. Imagine that these are just bones that have been picked clean by scavengers. Whatever that was here, whoever they were, whatever their life was like, it has been deteriorated to the gloss of that dulled bone.
I think about taking a bone, and then I look at all the goo and the ligaments and everything, and I decide against it.
It seems like the house is hungry. It'd be a fight to remove anything from it. In fact, every so often when you two are staring down at these corpses as Mal is investigating for trinkets among the trash, you can almost just a hair out of your peripheral think that you can see it writhing, pulsing, like a vein full with a pulse.
Come on, we should go.
Yeah, all right.
You two board the motorcycles, where Niles will undoubtedly have to teach you how to do so, but let's just get preliminary drive rolls for how rough it is for Niles to teach you the way back to Lake Mead. You know, from here it's about an hour, well, about 40 minutes drive out there, which is just, with the level of a beginner, it's probably 2 hours just to get back.
Just a drive roll or something with a drive?
Anything with a drive?
So for you, Niles, since you're teaching, let's get wits plus drive, and then for you, Mal, you'll have dexterity plus drive, but I want you to remove 2 from the pool.
6, so I'm rolling a singular hunger die, guys.
Oh, 0 successes.
Wonderful.
I'm so afraid to let this dice go. Also, no successes. Not a bestial failure, but not a success.
Niles is just like showing them the different clutches on the pedal. It's like, this is neutral. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Wait, what? Go back.
Clutch. There. Let's go.
You can't just say there. That doesn't make any fucking sense.
They're already gone. It is like the
Mal,
most.
like runs with the bike and then tries to jump on like a bicycle, and then runs with the bike just to jump.
It is the most agonizing 2 hours of your life, and 2 different times, Mal, you have a crash off the side of the road so bad that if you were alive, you'd probably be incredibly injured. You go flying from your bike about 20 feet 2 separate times, one of which you connect with a road divider, one of those big concrete dividers in the wall, and you can feel the fucking pulverizing crack as your shoulder is just obliterated behind you, and the arm goes out flailing. You fly over the guardrail and collide into the dirt, and Niles has to park the car or the bike for a second and just stare to see if you actually get up from that or if you were shocked into torpor.
Mal
You
just
take
lays there for a second. I fucking hate this.
You're
sitting
supposed to
there.
go to second clutch.
How the fuck am I supposed to go into second clutch?
Showed you.
You showed me once.
So twice Mal has a nearly like basically like a GTA 6 style flying over this.
full on ragdoll along the highways of Las Vegas, basically. Enough that bystanders have stopped to look and see if you're all right. Go ahead and take 5 superficial damage.
That's at least 1 actual damage, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, it is
Close.
Sometimes
just enough for me not to have to take any aggravated.
Sometimes learning is hard.
Yeah, there is
Open
one
miles.
portion along the night as you're recovering Mal from that second crash and walking the bike back. Thankfully, the bikes have not taken any damage, or at least non-technical damage. You've definitely taken cosmetic damage, as one of them has been.
Shit out of it.
Look,
But there is one individual who's parked this SUV along the side, and you can see that he's got like a family of a wife and 2 kids in the back seat. One of them, sitting in the back watching like those in-car DVDs of what undoubtedly is like Cars 2. And he picks himself up out of the car, has pulled into the dirt alongside the road as you've sort of cascaded off this divider. He's wearing these big, diesel jeans that sit up around these like high top New Balances with the white socks that sit up high. And he's got this flannel shirt tucked into this high belt, big mustache, and this gravelly 5 o'clock that sits across it. And he walks over to all of you and says, "Hey, I saw you took a dip there. You okay?"
yeah. You know how the human body does. It's
Hey, that was a hell of a shot, you kid. You're walking around like that, aren't you? As Niles is sort of picking you up.
just luck. Very lucky.
You 2 ought to go to the hospital with all that. I never seen a body fly that far.
I'm gonna like, as I pick up like Mao and kind of shoulder them, I'm gonna just turn around, put a hand on this guy, and use cloud memory.
What exactly are you erasing? The fact that he saw it?
The fact that he saw it, I just want him to think that like we pulled over to like fix a tire or something like that, or we had just stopped and we were like looking out at the alcove or something like that. Just to kind of,
This is not going to go well. This is not going to go well.
It's gonna go
So-
well.
Don't
It's
do
gonna
it.
go fine.
gonna go up.
No.
With
Hey.
the peripheral of his family in the car behind, his wife turning around to abide by 2 of the children who are acting up because you all have stopped. He looks at you with this glaze over his eyes, and you're aware acutely of the brain damage you've just given this man as he shakes his head and he looks at you. He touches to his nose as it starts to bleed through his mustache there. Is his, oh, damn, I must have. Shit, did you need any help with why did you 2 stop again?
I'll like pull out like a rag or something that I might have in my pocket and hand it to him.
Thank you.
Yeah, man, our tire just blew. We just fixed it, but I appreciate your concern. You should go get that checked out. Or
Yeah, I got a jack in the back of the car if you 2 need some help with that. And he starts to touch that rag to his nose.
nah, I mean, we pretty much got it fixed up and stuff like that. We're just gonna wait take a breath, a couple 2, and then get going.
Okie day. I'll leave you 2 to it then. You 2 stay safe out there. It's a cold world, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, man. You take care.
Okay, God bless. Thank you again. He puts that rag to his nose and he starts moving back to the car. Oh, geez, Greg, what the fuck are you doing out here? Bleeding from your nose? I could have swore. And he looks back over his shoulder at you 2. Oh, no. And he gets back into the SUV and drives off. The 2 of you have what is the worst ride back to the hotel of your life, but you've at least preserved the masquerade.
It's all that matters.
At the end of the day.
We go to the parking lot of the Sunset Hospital, where Burroughs has just walked out of the temporary hospice care that has been moved to the ICU, and moves back to Baby Blue, where Sybil is awaiting.
Yeah, I think Burroughs, makes a long walk across the parking lot and smiles at Sybil, jumps in the passenger seat, kind of puts his hands up. So you want to drive for a little bit?
Sure. That's it. We're done. Everything's good.
Yeah, I think I took care of everything.
Okay, but we have to be specific about what that means now, because last time.
I made sure 2 of the loud ones got quiet.
Okay. I think she looks back at the hospital and thinks, do I want to even open this up again? And decides absolutely not. And pulls off.
So what are we doing? Heading back to the hotel? We got some more business in town.
Oh, well, we should go back to the hotel.
We should check on the Kingsters.
Right. And honestly, I think there might be some blood bags there, and it'd be smart to bring some back. So we'll check on the club.
You are muted, Caleb.
Oh,
there you go.
How about now? Can
I can
good?
hear you.
My mic unplugged.
Oh.
Okay, we're back. You two are heading out to Club Canaan?
Yeah.
Okay, beautiful. You receive a text on the way, Sybil, from F, with a list of names and 2 addresses to 4 of those names. You have a list of the contacts that he believes the police worked with.
Okay.
And we could just sit here and have me come up with 4 names of people, but I'm not going to do that. They're names.
Got it.
So you guys arrive at Club Canaan. You have that information. That is all yours.
If you share that information, I'll let you know that there was just 2 people I visited last night.
Burroughs, you would have the names of those 2 individuals as well. They were.
Yeah.
I'll give you that, and 2 of those correspond with what Felix has sent through. So the 2 that are left, one of which you have an address for, and the other you do not.
Okay. Great.
I mean, what do you think, Sybil? We really don't need to bother with that until it becomes a problem, right? Or more of a problem?
For now, I think it's good to leave this as cold as possible. If those 2 variables are an issue, then yes, we'll revisit. But for now, it's fine. I'm more worried about where we're going.
You're more worried about Lake Mead or the Kingsters?
The Kingsters.
Yeah, I suppose they are in the most amount of trouble. They're going to just lay low for a little while.
I don't...
Is that what you're going to recommend?
Oh, no, I do. I just don't know if their definition of laying low is anyone else's. But we'll find out. If we're... I was going to say, if we're at the club, does anything outside of the club immediately say...
There's probably, I have to imagine there's a bunch of donuts kind of mashed up and skewed around outside of the door still.
That's right.
Shit.
That's right. This is what I mean.
Would you have Enoch? Would you have advertised that you were a police department?
Oh, interesting. Yeah, let's say that in chocolate frosting from one of the donuts is smeared police over the door in kid letters.
I thought. Oh yeah, you're right.
Okay.
The E is backwards.
Of course.
Why? Okay.
And Niles dip.
Sybil's gonna head inside and not try to be subtle, knocking on the window, even though she already has a key. It's just hey.
Yeah, Burroughs will follow.
How do we feel? What's going on?
Much better now. What's
Guys
wrong, honey?
I have a good time. last
Had
night.
a good time, is that what you were saying? Yeah.
No, I said it's like you thought you would have a good time, and the exact opposite.
Mm-hmm.
And why do we smell like it just smells like dog shit in here too, and it's not the dog. So
Have you been
I
walking
have
the
a
dog?
vague memory of running through a sewer.
You guys went into the
son
sewer.
of a bitch.
Yeah, honey, we're literally covered in shit.
There
No,
is
you are. I showered.
potent smell.
Okay. Heads up. I need some food. I just thought that we should just do that. And good news, I hopefully would have covered the fuckery that was the hospital. I called my DA contact.
Oh,
And
Yes.
what did he say?
Do his best of what we're gonna find out. I think it's just best if we kind of, just not piss anyone off for like 24 hours, at least until I can.
Well, we need to remember that our faces were on the news, and that's probably gonna make our illustrious prince not so happy.
How bad is it? Can we? Do we have a TV or any way we could just see, like, if there's any news break, or do we have?
We
any?
have phones.
You have cell phones and no mal in sight, so yes.
Okay.
You'll find that all they have are police sketch artist depictions of you. Whatever.
How good are they? How good
Well,
are
whatever
they? though?
articles you look into, you find that the CCTV footage was malfunctioning the day of the crime. For whatever reason, the hospital could not give over CCTV of what had happened there. But the two surviving officers of the massacre were able to provide depictions of what they described as insane individuals who leapt from a window. And the three pictures that are left are a very hazy depiction of Niles, of Enoch, and of Allison.
But like, they're us.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think we need a makeover.
they're not perfect depictions of you. Again, it's a sketch artist. They can only go off memory. But someone could loosely connect the two.
a makeover's not a bad idea, but also we got this plan to go back to Lake Mead. Something weird happened to us last night. We want to investigate it. So if you want to lay low with us, you can come along.
Right.
Actually, it probably would be good if we just
Get out of town.
we could use a vacation.
See the lake.
You know that lake is drying up. They're finding all the bodies. I wonder if we can find some mob memorabilia.
Some good building material for you, honey.
Sure. Is that a yes?
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Sure.
Good.
You guys want to eat now or later?
I would like to eat.
We should eat now.
Let's eat now.
All those stale donuts I saw outside. If we could make a stop at an actual donut shop, I think I want some.
Okay, I'm confused. Are we actually talking about like eating?
You're
eating, or-
eating. I'm just eating.
I need a blonde, I think.
Don't we have bags here? There's bags here, right?
Or did they get delivered?
You have had a van parked out in the Club Canaan parking lot that you did not recognize through, but you also had a message from Greece informing you, Sybil, that van would be full of what your month's supply would be. He also responded with another one of those patented reaction images of that man, same old man in that night vision camera giving you an A-OK on the crates delivery. He
I
also
like
sent
this
you a
man.
message that said, saw you were getting busy in hospice. Glad we got similar tastes. Hope that doesn't get out too big.
Okay.
I know a way we can fix that. We could just do some internet troll thing. That's fine. Food.
Yeah. Even I think Sib is like aggressively going to the van in the back. And just for clarity, this month's supply is for pushing, not survival.
Emmerich made no assertions of what you had to do with him. The only agreement is that you give over your blood, that you are bidden to him, and that he won't reveal that information to the circulatory system, and he will continue to keep you provided. So you can use it for whatever you would like to, but you also have the assumption that Emmerich has an understanding of who you are.
Okay. Great. Sorry, 1 second, my laptop is about to die. But Sib is going to the van, and we'll start loading bags into the van.
Understood.
If that's possible, can I just take a bag, put it in a microwave for like 5 seconds to warm it up? Yeah, I'm a classy bitch. Just a little bit. We're in a bar.
None of that says classy.
Yeah.
I'm in a bar, so I'm going to take some glass. Yeah.
Sybil, Allison is going to take one of the bags from your crate and is going to microwave it like it's a Krispy Kreme donut. Do you do anything to prevent that from happening?
Yes. Sib is going to stop Allison's hand. It's not like a hard grab, it's just like a hey.
Come on, it's a Bloody Mary.
There's a lot of hands involved in this, and this one I do need to go well. And also, Sib is also at Hunger 3, so it's not pleasant.
I'm backing off.
It's fine. It's
Sybil,
fine.
why can't she just give you the money that it's worth?
It's not about. It's not about money. I honestly don't mind if there's a bag missing. I just don't want to set a precedent that if anyone is hungry, then anyone can just come in and grab as much as they want. I have plans for this, and I don't want anyone to starve. But I don't want.
Your plan is to sell it all, ain't it?
Some of it. Most
well,
of
then
it.
sell it to us. What? I don't
I'm
understand.
not gonna sell. I'm
oh
not.
My God.
This isn't me saying I want you to give me money for this. I want us all.
I'm saying that whatever it's gonna take to get it off your shoulders. We got money, you know.
I take my wallet out of my suit jacket and I hand Sybil a wad of $100 bills.
You don't have to give me money. I'm just saying. Be careful.
We want to pay you so you stop complaining about us taking your blood.
I don't need money. I don't need money.
Allison's gonna start clapping. Like, okay, let's. Moving on. Where's the bubba? Where's the doggy woggy?
He's in my
Rufus.
bed. I mean his house.
All right, let's grab because we can't leave him by himself. Let's grab the dog and let's go.
You sure he could stay here?
Do we want a dog running around this place unattended?
What if something
Let's just. You guys have been running around this place unattended.
Yeah, it already smells of human shit. The dog probably would not add much to the atmosphere of discarded donuts, spilled coffee, and feces that has been draped around this new club.
Can dogs eat donuts?
Sure. It's just sugar. Bread.
How about this? Let's go. Hold on. I'm gonna get down to Rufus. See if Rufus, do you want to come with us? I want to see if anything happens.
He has been like just noshing on anything he can get from the massive mess that you all have left. So you have to sort of pull him away from some of the donuts off the floor. But eventually you get his face scrunched up into yours. And him being as old as he is, he's not very lively to sort of dance back with you. It's definitely not a puppy reacting.
No.
But he does kind of sit there and go.
Sybil, this is like your alley. Give me a little.
He sounds like he's having a heart attack.
What do you want me to do with it?
Can't you communicate with?
Yeah, Sybil, talk to the dog.
Yeah.
I don't know where you got that from. Let me actually.
That's what I was always under the impression.
I guess technically I can, but what do you want it to? What are we doing with it?
What are the vibes? I want to know if he needs to come with us. Okay, that's where I would like because I'm not leaving this thing behind. Sorry, buddy. I'm not gonna leave him behind because he's old.
Okay.
Sybil, if it makes you feel better, I can talk to dogs too.
Okay, I'll take this one and then you can do the next one. Sybil's going to use one of her real disciplines, Feral Whispers.
Okay.
And basically just a vibe check with Rufus. Are you cool here by yourself? Do we need to? Are you hungry? I don't know.
Yeah, he needs fucking blood is what he needs.
Go ahead and give me
I get hungrier too.
Yes, you do become hungrier.
Oh, that's a.
It's
Give
4,
me
but
a-
there's black. 4, 5.
Charisma plus persuasion.
Charisma.
Can I add on any of that if that'll help?
Do you have any points in animalism?
Oh, can I use any animalism into this?
I don't know. Persuasion difficult. Yeah, go ahead and add your animalism. Charisma
Okay, cool.
plus animalism.
Okay. Oh, oh, Jesus. Okay. Oh, that's...
me.
Oh God.
Let me die.
Please, for the love of God.
It's
my
3
God.
successes.
3 successes.
Yeah.
Immediately you find some like idyllic celebration from him, as you can tell that that's coming off of the donuts.
Good.
It's clear that he's well fed. In fact, he feels almost uncomfortable from the amount of food that is in his belly. And then once you get past that, you find what is maybe the deepest sadness that you have ever felt since you have been dead. There is a hurt that sits the center of this animal that feels as though it has lost everything important to it in this world. And you find, again, in these muted conversations that you can have with it. Of course, Rufus is just looking at you. There is no actual words shared between you as you try and connect through the blood between this animal. But in his heart, you know for a fact that this is in missing Ragel. There is a deep, deep loss and emptiness that stretches on through his very veins to find his old love. And this new animalism, the connection between you and of Niles, has not formed anything that supersedes that connection. In fact, even you begin to feel the warmth of what it was to be around Ragel. You almost feel like you can hear his voice calling out to Rufus in the forays of your mind, and there is the feeling of salivation in your mouth, of meals that have been fed to you, of toys that have been thrown for you, of connections in the deep dark of that sewer where there was only him and there was only Rufus.
Rufus is coming.
Oh, come on, baby. I'll pick him up. I'm gonna pick him up. Like literally just put him on.
He, like, the second that you pick him up, does one of those old dog grunts, like he burped almost in, and the smell off of him is like rancid, and you can already sort of feel the fleas jumping off of this animal.
We're gonna have to go to we're gonna get you a big shower when we go somewhere. Where are we going again?
Lake Mead.
Well, wherever we're going, I'm putting some plastic sheeting down wherever that thing's got to sit.
We should go swim in the lake with him.
Enoch is in the corner with a lint roller, aggressively trying to brush the Rufus fur off of his suit.
Over the human shit.
Yeah.
Streaking more of the feces into the fucking Gucci.
Hold on. As Allison walks with Rufus, she's going to like look at Enoch and go, "Remember, right?" I'm gonna mutter, like, mouth the word friends.
Yes, dear.
I'm like this. You're not out of the woods yet, and then I'm gonna keep going to Baby Blue.
Actually, before we get into this car, what if we all just, and by all of us I mean the 3 of you, hosed off and wore different clothes?
I'll get the hose.
Great.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
I'm gonna put my thumb on the hose and just like try to spray him real hard.
You collect the married couple and their dog out in the like chain link fencing.
No. We have a shower in the medical area, like a medical thing.
Personally, I like this direction.
I bring the hose down there and I'm spraying you while you're in the shower.
Spray
There's a
Enoch
hose in that room too.
Spray Enoch and the dog. I'm going to a shower.
We have lots of hoses in this building.
Allison goes to
canon.
shower with the 3 corpses she keeps in the basement. And Enoch and Rufus are hosed down in the parking lot behind the chain link fencing of your abandoned club. And
I don't
Rufus
take my suit
begins-
off either, by the way. Like I'm just getting hosed down in my like $3,000 suit.
The worst.
Ew,
The
change
Armani
out of
begins
it.
to
How is that?
become sodden with tap water, shit, and fleas.
How is that attractive? Take the shirt off. Like, dude, goddamn.
Yes, ma'am.
No. I'm not your mother. I walk off.
I mean, I'm not so sure about that. Last night, Emmerich was using a whole lot of mommies and mothers and mommy
Child.
dearest.
I am going to look at the two of you and I'll be like, don't fucking go there. Just sit. No.
Sires are weird.
She doesn't like the whole vampire mommy thing. I learned that the hard way.
But you don't? You don't mind it?
I don't mind it.
You are not subtle. You are. It's just.
Oh, are you still in the room?
I didn't know. Did you say wait till I left?
I was trying to.
Oh God, thank God.
I know how much it upsets you.
You know, you shouldn't go skulking around behind your missus. You should say what you feel in front of her.
Yeah, I would, but that gets me hurt.
Isn't that what?
Yeah, I was gonna say you're kinda
your
into that.
whole thing you like.
Well, yes.
Or is it the kind of hurt that you don't like?
It's the emotional kind of hurt.
Oh.
None of us
Okay.
want that.
Oh, don't cry. Don't cry. Don't cry right now.
I'll just spray a little water on his face. Yeah.
You hose down more of the shit over his Armani suit.
I will go change my suit.
Okay. Where are you all going to dinner for tonight?
That's a good question.
There's definitely bags. Like I want to put some of the like bags in the van. Most of them
Oh,
go
are
in
we
the club.
allowed?
I said you're allowed. I just don't want anyone to come in and start like painting their bodies with it. And she looks directly at the Kingsters.
First of all, I'm a little disrespected that you would think I would waste good product like that. That's it.
Okay. Because nothing you've done has suggested you wouldn't.
Wait a minute. What do you mean I wouldn't? Go further. What do you mean by that?
I mean, since I met you, everything you've done has suggested that you would, in fact, open this van, take blood bags out, and paint, I don't know, flowers?
I'm standing directly behind Allison, and I'm just like,
I'm just. First of all, I am business. Don't mess with product. I'm sorry. Am I the only one that watched like every movie or something like that? Don't fuck with the product. People.
Okay. No, I'm here for product-centered conversations, but now that we're here, the product is everything. All of our relationships, not just the blood, literally everything.
I know. I have plans for it too.
Okay.
Actually, I have a question. While we drive, let's talk about chemistry and can we infuse blood with other things?
Like a
you
chaser?
asking-
Like a...
I'm gonna literally pitch like food flavored blood. Like, what do you think? We can do like a mixture hybrid. Like we have it like, you know how we can make a slushy or something with extra flavor for blood so we can sell more. Think about it.
cotton candy flavored blood. They can do it with vape pens. We can do it with blood.
Can you
Ooh.
vape blood?
Yeah. Blood vape pens.
Put it in a humidifier. However, it is huge red clouds of blood.
Anyone ever actually figure out what it is we get from the blood? Like, I mean, it's just like proteins and shit, right? I mean, but we're dead, so...
Well, it's in the Camarilla. It's magic.
Oh.
It's just like
But if we-
magic.
What if we open a dispensary right next to the club and on the DL we can sell vape, vampire infused vape pen blood?
Are there dispensaries in Las Vegas?
Yes, there is.
Yes.
Okay.
If you guys can find a way to healthily and safely cut blood with something else, I will look into it.
Well, we can always run it through a human first. See, that's where the distilling happens. You just need a human. You pump them full of whatever it is you want to put into the blood, and then you extract the blood from the kind.
Like
We're not. Am I driving? Sybil's driving, right?
someone's driving this whole.
I think at this point, I think Burroughs will take over, because he's not going to feed. He's just going to drive them wherever they need to go to feed. So
Where are we going?
Lake Mead,
Oh, I
right?
know.
well, we got to feed first.
Yes, please.
know,
Unless you guys
yeah,
are just
what do
doing
you-
bags.
You know, I hear there's a brothel out by Lake Mead.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm-
no,
I'm
what did the
good
sex
on-
workers do?
All right. So
I'm-
everyone's just feeding on bags.
I'm good on
yeah.
bags.
I will say that if you are not Sybil, those bags will take 2 to 1 slake ratio.
Yeah,
so
because
2 bags to
we-
1 slake.
Oh,
Right, because it's
It's
not
a
our
lot of
preferred
bags.
yeah.
method.
And Sybil, you've been awarded 20 bags this month.
Oh, good. Okay, good to know.
That's not that many.
No.
No.
So all of them have about 3 hunger. If you're slaking 3 hunger as someone who's not a bagger, 2 to 3, you're wasting
we-
6 bags.
Can we even go to 0 hunger off of a bag? Because
It
yeah, I
will
didn't
only
think
take
so.
you down to 1.
I'm gonna have 2 so I can bring my hunger down to 2.
So I need to have 2 to slake 1 hunger.
Yeah. Whereas
I-
Sybil
I
can
would
do a
hold.
1-to-1
But they
ratio.
only have 20, so I would hold off, honestly.
I feel like this would be a lot more satisfying if you fucking went out and met somebody or something like that. I mean, you know what I mean? Like this blood
No.
bag. We're cutting into the product, Sybil's product. Like,
I agree. That's where it's like, we'll find a snack en route. How's
I'll
that?
drive you to a club that's popping
We're-
right now, and
We're going
you'll
to
be-
a seedy motel, right?
Oh, just go to
Yeah.
the club, bathrooms, sex
Yeah.
up. There we go.
Well, there's usually at the motel. There's, you know. I'm not saying it's going to be prime pickings, but
No, let's go to a club. It's easy.
okay. Whatever you say, honey.
We're-
All right, so before we go anywhere, Burroughs stops at a donut shop, buys like 2 dozen donuts, one of every kind.
Apple
then we'll-
crawler.
No, they're for me, not for you.
Orders 1 black coffee.
And then he'll buy 1 extra apple crawler, but not tell her. And then I'll drive them. You said you wanted to go to a club?
Just, yeah, wasn't there a club outside, like in Naked City or something nearby that we could?
Well, there's the Boom Boom Club. You want to go
you
there?
can go back to the Boom Boom
We
Club.
already terrorized
You
that place.
shouldn't.
No, that's fair.
There's plenty of
Yeah,
clubs
let me
in
drive
Vegas,
you to like the
folks.
strip. Just go inside and.
No, we don't do
Can't
strip.
hunt on the strip.
Oh, no,
No, we don't do-
legally
that's right, that's
can't
right.
hunt.
You
Honestly?
can't feed on the strip. You can
Can't
hunt. You
feed.
just got to take them away.
I honestly kind of want us to get to the place, so anything en route, that's where
All right.
I'm at.
Okay, you gonna be good for the drive, bro?
Want to hang? I can. Yeah, I'm good for the drive. As I'm like munching on donuts.
Okay.
I could take you to like a rest stop. You can just haunt one of those until somebody.
There we go. Oh, that's
right.
better. I can feel fine with that.
All right, so on the way to Lake Mead, I'm gonna find like one of those larger rest stops that have restaurants and gas stations and shit, and we're just gonna haunt that place until everybody gets what they want.
Burroughs, you pull out that Vardo map that was gifted to you on the way to Colorado, and it
Reminds me of
includes
Dino. I remember. I still need to check in about Dino.
the Las Vegas is mapped as well. So you have like a lot of great little Vardo spot off points, and you find a truck stop that's on the way. And pull into it, and it's exactly what you're looking for. A bunch of these 12-wheelers stopping in and sleeping in for the night. There's one of those gas stations that's also a Subway, that's also a Taco Bell, that's also 50 other things. They sell a lot of Bass Pro Shops hats and shirts that depict fucking your mother, and I love trucking as much as I love tits, and
God,
Enoch eventually rounds a corner and he comes out wearing all of that different apparel, and he's like, Allison, we got to blend in with the locale if we're going to be
Yes.
successful here.
he's got one of those like white t-shirts that's also the outline of a bikinied woman. Like,
all right,
Perfect.
all right. I'm gonna go and get the tiniest white tank that maybe say, "Look at these honkers," and it's like a truck with the
there's 2
headlights
12-wheelers. Yeah, perfect.
and
Bur-
some
Go ahead.
Daisy Duke booty shorts, I guess.
Got to.
Nice.
I don't
Yes.
mind this.
Oh, I know.
Burroughs finds a MAGA hat And he buys that.
Oh, I'm slapping that off. Nope.
No,
No.
I got. You said we got to blend in.
And Burroughs blends. Burroughs instantly becomes a lot of Nevada. You all are blending in to a certain extent. Sybil, do you blend in?
No, Sybil's not doing anything. Because it's just the lake.
You all are sitting in this rest stop. And how are we feeding here outside of getting new costumes on?
I would I'm gonna go ahead and like spot one of the biggest, heftiest guys I can, because I just want to get maybe a 2-for-1 meal out of this guy.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go ahead and compel to kind of get them a little under. Actually, I have awe. They'll just do what? No, I compel. Okay, yeah. What?
I said Oz free.
Aw's free. I'm gonna do awe. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna
So
try to
you are
disarm
not
them.
giving them an order. You're just trying to look as hot as possible, right?
Yeah, big time. This.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the MAGA hat too. I'm gonna
You
do it to
find-
attract one.
You find this like 320-pound man in this big flannel shirt that's tucked into his jeans there, and a big trucker hat out there, and he's got these braids in his beard, probably in his early 60s. And he's sitting there gassing up with one hand and smoking in the other. Very illegal. But he's sitting there, and even as you're walking up, he's already like hitching up his pants past his big old ass and looking you up and down as you come over.
I'm gonna walk up to him, take that cigarette, and kind of do that thing where I'm leaning up against the back with my foot up like that, and we're like, gosh, don't you hate all these lib idiots and tars out here, all that? God.
Yeah. Sure. Totally.
Where are you heading to?
Oh, I got a delivery out east.
Oh my gosh, where out east?
Oh, fuck if I know, middle of America. Wherever they tell me to go to. Hey, you one of them lot cherries?
Good God, well, there's a lot, Jerry.
I'm just looking for, just call me a romantic, if you will. I'm just
Yeah.
looking to see if I will ever find my Prince Charming.
Sure. Yeah. How much you cost?
Oh my God.
It's been a while
Not
since
as-
I had a backseater.
Ooh, for you, I think of the first samples free.
Free? What the fuck?
Now I'm like kidding. No, it's at least 150.
Oh, shit. Why didn't you say so? He starts to move back to his truck there. He says, why don't you come with me? I'll show you a good time.
I better. I'm gonna go ahead and don't worry, nothing gross is happening. But I'm gonna make sure we're like where his car is at. I want to really make sure one, we're kind of away from any gaslight security cameras that I know are right by the pumps.
Right?
I know my face is on camera, so I don't.
He is like once he's gassed up, basically,
Okay.
he's already in the trucker side of things, which is
Excellent.
like the sleeping side. So
Yep.
the CCTVs do not point in this direction because obviously
Excellent.
people are. And he opens the door to a sleeper car, which is like these 12-wheelers that come with an added attachment behind the front seat with a bed.
Mm-hmm.
And he opens that sleeper car side, and you can already see this. It's fucking gross in here,
know.
like cans and food that has been discarded and thrown over his shoulder for the whole ride through. But there is like a double bed in there against the wall with some sheets that have not been changed in years.
So what I would like to do is kind of I will like leap onto his shoulder, like in a way, not like I'll lift my legs up on his hips and I'll wrap him around, and as I am going to kiss, I'm going to squeeze to the point really quickly where he just passes out.
Okay.
Squeeze
Just
his
a-
belly or his throat?
No, throat. Like
Allison, I want to remind you, what's your predator type?
that is Osiris.
Osiris. Okay, cool. Yeah, you knock him out right there.
Because he's
And
still a fan.
yeah, I assume you're going to feed on him through the neck there.
I will actually. I'm trying to think. Let's. I don't know if I want to do the neck, like around the
wrist.
The wrist, yeah.
Are you draining him? Is he dying here?
No, I'm just gonna really try to slake as much as I can.
Okay. What? You're at hunger 3?
I was at 3 hunger.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Let me find out your frenzy test here.
Oh, shit.
Because you might not be able to resist killing him.
Maybe if you pull the blood from his butt or from an armpit, maybe
God.
be less,
Listen, the way that I'm assuming this guy smells, that's why I picked the arm. It felt like the cleanest spot.
Let's get some willpower plus a third of your humanity. You're trying to beat a difficulty of 3.
Okay. That's 4, 6.
Or I'm sorry, a difficulty of 2. It's pretty easy.
Okay, and that's. Okay. Wait. So, I get 2 more. Sorry. Okay, and nope.
Why are you blaming Aaron on your dropping?
I know. I have 1, 2, 3. Wait. Yeah, 3 successes.
Yep, that is absolutely enough. You are able to slake enough hunger without killing this man. So you slake 2 hunger, returning back to 1 hunger. As he immediately continues to sleep in this passed out nature in the back of his sleeper car. You step your way out and you've slaked hunger.
I'm gonna definitely go through this guy's wallet and take all the cash.
Yeah, you definitely get the money he was going to pay you. It's probably about $185.
All right.
And you see this man was driving out of California. He has a California ID.
Okay. Is there anything noticeable in the like? Do I see any weapon knives or just in case?
Yeah, I'll say you find a switchblade, and he keeps a 6-round revolver, like a .22.
It's mine now, and I'm gonna go ahead and leave.
Okay. The rest of you, anyone else eating?
Yes.
How are we doing this, Enoch? What are we looking for? What's the plan?
Yeah, the cashier is an older woman.
Okay.
Who just happens to be named Maud. And I see the name tag that says her name is Maud, and I'm like, this is a sign. So I grab like a 6-pack of beer and pretend like I'm buying that. Mm-hmm. I'm decked out in like my base pro shop, like backwoods hick attire. I have like that weird trucker hat that's a little bit too big for Enoch's head, and his hair is kind of spilling off messily to one side. I plop the beer down on the cashier's stand, and I'm saying, lovely night, huh?
Yeah, real nice night.
You can get a lot of traffic through here.
On the way to Lake Mead? Sure, yeah, a lot of people come through.
Yeah, I bet no one that looks as good as me, huh?
She laughs and looks you up and down, and go ahead and make a charisma check for me. As you're sort of...
Oh my God, Maud!
Listen, I'm not as good at this as
was this his pickup line, Allison? Is this what he used to get you?
Charisma plus persuasion.
I'll be honest. What it was is he kind of had a smart ass mouth, and I'm like, that's
what that mouth do.
Okay.
What's that mouth do?
I'm sorry. What's the
charisma
roll?
plus persuasion?
I have a specialty, so I get a die, right?
Yeah.
You have 2.
3.
Oh. Seriously? Oh no, darling.
I know.
Why is it?
I know. This is why I rely on you so much to feed.
I could tell. Oh no.
Bestial failure.
Get out.
She looks at you, and she says, listen, I don't usually do this, but, well, it's been a while for me.
Oh.
You ever been in the showers before? And she points down to the sort of rental showers that you can buy for an hour at a time. And she slides over a key labeled 3 that sits for the 3rd shower. And then she flips her brake sign that says back in 15, and then starts to move towards the showers.
I muther under my breath, I can't believe that worked. And then I'll follow her with the key.
You get into the 3rd shower, and she is already on top of your Armani suit. I'm sorry, not your Armani suit, your Bass Pro Shops accoutrements. As she is starting to feel you up, this 50 some odd year woman who is giving you affection and attention.
I imagine she reeks of cigarette smoke.
She does, absolutely, she does. She reeks of this rest stop. But immediately in the back of your head, that voice begins to roil up across your veins and then center right there in the front of your temples. And it starts to vibrate so hard that you can feel almost what is like a headache from when you were alive. And that voice speaks up. This isn't Allison. This isn't Allison. Who is this bitch? What bitch is this? Kill this bitch. Kill this bitch. Drink this bitch. Empty her. She's not Allison. She could never be Allison. Fucking kill her. I'm going to say that you have failed the frenzy test and you're being compelled by your bestial failure. The delusion is a woman does not deserve to live unless she's Allison.
Well, that's just a fact.
Yeah. So I'm giving you the option. The only thing that has to happen in this scene is that this woman has to die.
Okay, well then I will... Well, okay, so let me ask this. Based on that, can I... If she's not Allison, am I able to feed off of her?
You can absolutely feed off
And then
of
I
her.
drink this old lady dry.
Okay. You drink her until the end. What does this look like?
I think it's just, she's like feeling me up, and then I just kind of get like more and more aggravated. I'm like smelling the cigarette smoke, and I just, kind of, God, you're disgusting.
What?
And then as soon as she like pulls back and says what, I just grab her by the head and sink my fangs into her. And, even if she's resisting, I just force her to be still until I've drained every single drop of her blood.
Immediately there's a snap of the neck, and then you run towards the blood before she has any chance of knowing she's dead. And you drain this woman of all life because she had the gall to ask you into a shower. And there on the linoleum, as her blood starts to feed back into the drain that sits at the bottom of this single stall, this woman is dead in your arms. What's the plan?
Fuck. I pull out my phone and I call Allison.
Did you find a snack? You good?
I'm
shit.
good.
What do you need? What?
I might need a rug.
Stand by. Wait, location? Where are you at?
Shower stall number 3, I think.
Okay. Got it. Thank you.
I love you.
Better. Click. I'm going to run to Sybil, and then, Burroughs, are you by Sybil, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still in the car.
All right, we got a dead lady in the showers, stall 3.
What dead lady?
Let's just say, I think someone got a little too zealous with the snack.
Okay.
And we have a body.
Does it even matter? Let's just get the hell out of here.
Well, we got to make sure we don't cause any. We got to make sure, 1, there's no cameras. 2, get him out. And 3, the body.
Do we know what you did with your body, Allison?
Still alive.
He's sleeping. He's still alive. He's sleeping.
Okay, but can we just put the body with the trucker and go, as long as we avoid the cameras?
That's a great idea.
Because it just
I'm all
looks like a
in.
trucker killed somebody at a truck stop.
Mal, follow Allison to the body. Walk it. You don't have to
My
carry
darling,
it.
I'm not there.
You're not there? What?
I'm with
Oh yeah,
Niall.
there's Lake Mead still. Yeah, we would.
But
We
I
would.
do have silence, so I can definitely be quiet and move it around. It's just I'm more worried about can you guys look at cameras and make sure that there's not like a distinctive.
Well, if she's dead, the cashier station is also empty, right?
Which is why we
Yes.
should get out of here quick.
Okay.
All right.
Caleb, there doesn't happen to be like a window or something in the shower, does
In the
there?
showers? No, I think that'd be illegal.
No, yeah.
I'll get
Is
up
there
and
like
help.
a vent?
Is
There's
there?
probably a vent, yeah.
I was
I'd
gonna
say
say, is
like
there a
a
vent, like a ceiling?
Yeah.
thing?
I don't know about a person-sized vent, but there's definitely venting to the outside.
I mean, you guys want to just weekend
If
at
you're looking
Bernie's
for,
now?
Weekend at Bernie's, yeah.
if you have obfuscate, you could go invisible. I think you just
I
took the
don't
one for
have-
audio though.
I don't have that level of obfuscate yet.
We have no way of carrying a body from a shower to that thing. Let's just drop it and get out of here.
Hold on. Does this gas station have a duffel bag?
Yeah, sure. There's absolutely some baggage on sale.
Is that? I feel like that's more suspicious to have a huge duffel bag go in the shower.
Not if you have clothes and you're
Well,
going to shower.
Hold on, it's the middle of the night. How many people are in this truck stop?
Almost
Facts.
nobody.
Then maybe we should just cut it.
Or
Okay. Are you making a
just-
run for the car then?
can you run really, really, really fast that they don't see you on camera?
Fuck, because I'm gonna get CCTV. Fuck.
I mean,
You're wearing
there's
a
nobody.
costume.
There's nobody. Yeah, you're wearing costume, but there's nobody currently manning. Like, there's nobody on staff right now. Like, we could try to find the office and destroy the.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do.
CCT.
I'm gonna take apart that vent. I'm gonna
Okay.
mangle the body up and fold it into the vent.
Okay. Go ahead and make a. Jesus.
I mean,
That feels like more
wits?
work than just deleting camera footage
I-
and driving away.
man.
ding, 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 ding. Don't
Go
do
ahead
anything
and make
stupid.
a wits plus roll to see how well you can get the body into this vent.
Okay, point of before I do this, because this will matter. How many points of hunger did I slake?
All of them. You're
Yeah, that's
back
what
to
I-
So
zero.
you're normal.
dead,
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, so no hunger dice. That's the good news.
and you're super smart.
Wits plus brawl.
Yeah.
That's a weird combination.
Yeah, it is.
Get out.
It's surgery. Bad surgery.
Actually, it's a good roll, y'all. It's a pretty good
He's
roll.
a fighter.
So is anyone going for the CCTV while this is happening?
Yes.
Sybil,
Yes.
what action are you making against that?
If I can, like, save the footage and
You
honestly
find
just
that if you're going to the cashier's place, you find out that that's pretty much the only place they have. They don't have an office at this place.
okay, yeah. Then if it's something that's being like exported on like a CD or something, I'm gonna take that and make sure there's just no way to find it. I don't want it to look like it's been wiped, but maybe it's been corrupted somehow.
Wits plus technology.
Burroughs just stays in the car and says to himself, "On the 8th day, they made the donut."
Love that.
It's halfway
Picking
through a
up a bike.
dozen.
Yeah.
Let's go back to Enoch. Enoch,
So I
how many
rolled
successes?
4 successes.
Please.
You managed to get this woman stuffed into the vent of a shower in her own gas station,
I
and
don't
the
feel
body
good
will
about it, for the
probably
record.
stay here for as long as it takes for her to start to smell. And then her family will have to rectify with the fact that her body was stuffed enough to break the bones into the venting of a shower. But that's done. We go to Sybil.
3 successes.
3 successes is enough to absolutely destroy this gas station CCTV. There's no... You get to look through the footage of all of you manically putting on clothes and dressing like Hicks to then eat this woman in a shower and stuff her body remains into a vent. All of that is gone within a few seconds.
See?
It seems as though you all are in the clear.
Okay.
Totally in the clear.
So then
Super safe.
I walk out of the bathroom with no body, looking kind of embarrassed. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, we're done. Let's go.
We're all back in baby blue.
Yeah.
And we'll say that there is a uneventful ride back to Lake Mead. If there's
When we-
anything you guys would
when
like
we-
to discuss, you're open.
When we get into the car, I'll kind of like get close to Allison and I'll just be like, "I'm so sorry.
I get
It
it.
wasn't you. I feel."
Hey, relax. It's okay. It's okay. You're doing better. We're doing good. What are you doing? Sit back. We're not in that space yet. You haven't stepped up and owned it. And then I'm gonna nudge him and I'll be like motioning forward.
I think as we're arriving back at the hotel in Lake Mead, we can take like a 10-minute break and then come back and decide what we'd like to do outside of terrorizing a rest stop and absolutely ruining a woman's family.
The good news is I'm not hungry anymore.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I mean,
we only got one
Vampires are
more.
so good at finding that silver
Solve
lining, aren't
problem.
they?
Solve the problem.
Because
Oh,
Mal's the
You
only
never
person with Hunger 3 right now.
Are we good
no,
with
I am
10
too.
minutes and then we're back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
We'll be
Be
back.
back at 1:30. Wow, that was varied. There were like 4 different terrible options to choose from on that one. Okay, welcome back. We just came back from just the most vile thing you could ever do to a woman. And we've slaked some hunger because of it. So
Yay.
I guess we did it. But now,
sorry. Sorry
what
to
are
that
we
lady.
apologizing for?
Eh,
She had it
Exactly.
coming by crossing our paths. We all around this time will have convened at the same hotel in Lake Mead, far from Las Vegas and the consequences we have brewing for us there. And instead, we are building new consequences and some truck stops over here. You all will be back together again. Mal with a sort of shattered shoulder that is just now piecing itself back together, and the 2 bikes that have been recovered with Niles, and then Baby Blue bringing in the newly fed gang. You all have arrived.
As soon as they pull up and I see Burroughs' MAGA hat, I rip it off his head and I start shredding it into little pieces.
Not if you can catch it from my hands.
This is beautiful.
Well, before you get mad at him,
Give it up.
I'll just point out that it's camouflage.
Yeah, it's camo.
Let's get a dexterity
it-
plus brawl from Mal against a dexterity plus brawl from Burroughs.
Think of it like the poor man's obfuscate.
I'm rooting for Mal, just so you know.
The poor man.
Obfuscate.
That is.
Get
4
him.
successes.
Yeah, 1 success, but a bestial failure.
Oh no.
Not gonna punish too bad.
Oh,
It just makes
please.
you violently angry that hat was taken from you. Hello, police.
Alrighty, we got caught.
well,
Whittier PD are very upset about the MAGA hat being taken.
Yes,
They found the lady in that vent real quick.
Yeah, they are on their way to that rest stop. You are compelled to get that hat back. The Ravno's blood in you tells you that that's yours to take, and you love a good chase. Mal has created one for you, so you're compelled to retrieve that.
They seem to be pretty fast, so I'm gonna have to trick them somehow. But
It's gold, man.
Instead, I'll just yell out, "Yeah, you like stealing things, like you stole that election." Well, keep walking.
I'm starting to feel like this is maybe not
I am
so
going
much
to
camouflage
take-
anymore.
Hold on. Is there I need to find a stone and throw it at Burroughs for that bullshit.
Plenty of stones out by Lake Mead. Plenty of stones in this parking lot. You pick up a broken piece of asphalt and you chuck it in Burroughs' direction.
I'm
Burroughs
really
dodges
ripping the
out of
hat
the way.
into pieces in the shadows, and I'm gonna slowly start hiding them in places in baby blue.
Wait, can I get some of that?
Yeah. I'll give you the full bill.
I eat it.
I
Right
should
in
have known
front
that
of
was
Mal.
coming. That's on me for not.
Hey, at least you got a big piece out of the way.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just hiding it in baby blue, and I don't put all of the pieces in baby blue. I have 5 of them left.
Beautiful, just to discard. Enoch, can you consume food?
No.
Is a
I
hat-
cannot. But
Enoch,
I'm-
outside of Baby Blue, begins violently vomiting blood into the parking
Yep.
lot of this hotel.
See? That's what happens when you deal with these fuckers. You puke blood.
You just say
performance art. This is performance art.
All right.
I'm just gonna shake my head. And
Let's
just
see if
pick-
there's anyone out on the streets of
Oh
Lake
my
Mead
God,
at
what
11
have I
o'clock
done?
at night.
God.
Oh,
We just got here.
Boy.
looks like no one's around to see anybody
Thank
vomiting
God.
blood.
Good. While this is happening, can I also, if there's a way that I can just quickly hire cleaners for the club while we're out here,
Yes,
like just to do an overnight job.
I'm
So when we
okay
come
with
back,
this.
it's good.
So you call like Las Vegas Deep Clean and you get a receptionist voicemail message, but you leave a call at 11 o'clock at night saying, basically reserving for Club Canaan.
Do we hear that?
It's not a secret. I'm not being private about it.
There's stuff in there's stuff in there that people
There-
shouldn't see.
Well, if we just tell them to clean the club, like the main part of the club.
But there's no one there to make sure that they don't go into the off-limits area.
Well, I'd lock my lab. I don't know what you do with the mid layer, like the basement.
Well, I know it's locked, but
And it's fine, right?
okay.
Mhm.
But that big old masquerade violation is gonna be over. Your head, not mine.
Call Grease. Maybe he'll make sure. He
I
We should be
don't know
calling
about-
somebody. We should not be cleaning that place ourselves.
Yeah, I don't like the idea of Grease being in there.
Oh.
But
It's
I'll
not
hold-
ready yet. I want when Emmerich hears about it, I want him to be wowed.
Yeah.
Okay.
So is this call to Las Vegas Deep Clean going through? Do they hear on the voicemail, what about the basement?
As long as they just.
No, I think I'm. Once the conversation starts, I'll stop.
Good.
And just hang up.
Beautiful.
It's a mess though. There's shit on the walls. I'm not cleaning shit off the wall.
Just have them. As long as it's only the bar area. Sure. Yeah, do it. We're good.
Okay. Then yes, call goes through.
A reservation is put in for tomorrow. Are you asking for them to come by during the day or the night?
Probably
Probably.
better.
Only come
In the
during
day, because by the time we get there, it'll be done.
It'll
Okay.
be better for them to come to the day.
So during operating hours, someone will have to be available to open and close the club for them to get inside and for them to deep clean. But you have put through a reservation. It's going to cost you about $300 to have it done.
That's fine.
You send your little creep to let them in.
Well, he's supposed to be watching us during the day.
That's right.
Allison, don't you have somebody that can do that?
The empire is growing. Looks like we need some lower management.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if we just need somebody to open and close the door, I mean, I could probably put a call in to one of my family, someone I know.
I could also, yeah. I know a couple bouncers too that could just come by and.
Yeah, I guess I know a bouncer, but she'll ask questions, so.
Hers won't ask any questions.
Now they won't.
Sounds like you all have options.
Okay. Burroughs, if you want to go ahead. If not, I'll just reach out to.
It sounds like you're.
I
guys
feel
got
like
it.
the bouncer's a good idea.
Okay. Caleb, I'm just gonna pull out my phone with the list of, again, from I heard that gentleman that was the bouncer. I'm gonna go ahead and text him, be like, key under here, open for cleaning this day. Heads up, you might get another job soon. XOXO, Alley Cat.
What's his name?
That would be great. I wrote it down. Where is he? Which one are you? This one get. That would be, I believe that is Gabriel.
Gabriel. Okay.
You like
Gabriel
the dudes with
sends.
the religious names.
Yeah. It's fitting.
Or Gabe, that's what I call him.
Gabe sends back a text that says, anything for you, big eyes. I'll be there with bells on. Do you think I could get another picture of you?
I'm gonna send him I'm gonna just take a picture of my shoe and foot and be like, that's until I'm like, this is a down payment. With
You
a
get a
little
text-
smirk, with a smirk.
You get a text back that says, oh, come on, Allison. I'm doing you a favor. ...
Fine. I lift up the pant. Well, no, because then I have the Daisy Dukes. I'm just gonna show a little bit more leg,
Okay.
a pointy toe, and then do that.
It seems like that has slaked him. He sends back hard eyes and says, "I'll be there."
Simp.
Can I get a copy of that?
Airdropped it.
So
I'm
the
gonna-
club
Thank
has
you.
officially been organized to be cleaned tomorrow under the supervision of Gabe. And you are here standing in the parking lot around Enoch's puke. And Felix is waiting for you upstairs.
I'll mop up my own puke at least.
Can I be up there with Felix?
Sure. He has been posted up in the hotel room. In fact, the door's been open, so he's probably heard some of this. But he's posted up in the same bed that Burroughs and Sybil had cuddled in before. He is completely under the comforter with his clothes on. He's got his like Nintendo Switch pulled close to his face, and it's glowing off his retinas. And he's just sort of zoned in, even as you come in. He's like, "Oh, hey, you're back," and he barely looks up from it.
Niles is just gonna like, I guess there's no other furniture, so Niles is gonna sit on the floor, like across from him. But Niles is gonna like stare at him.
Dang.
He is focused on that game, but every so often he looks up and finds you staring at him, and then looks straight back down at it, and he's very curiously attached to you. He says, "So, how'd it go? How'd everything go? How's it going?"
As well as it's gonna be.
Cool. More hospital stuff.
I don't know. That was for Sybil and Burroughs to do.
Oh. Why did it go so, why'd you guys do what you did?
What do you mean?
You know, the killing a bunch of cops thing.
I don't know. I didn't kill the cops.
That's good, man. That's good. I like your vibe. You're real, like, quiet.
Why are you here?
You told me to be here. You guys sent me
No.
out.
Why did you come here?
Uh,
Why are you friends with Sybil? Why are you doing the things that you're doing?
he looks like he has trouble answering a trick question. Like he knows that you want something out of him, but he doesn't know what to give you. I know. Sybil's always been really cool with me. She's like native Las Vegas, and like we get along. And
But what are you trading? What are you trading? What is Sybil trading for your time?
Well, she made me like one of you.
One of us.
Yeah, I'm like treading the path, man. I'm like those Scientologists. I'm like level 3 now. Pretty soon they're gonna let me see the spaceship.
Niles is gonna stand up. So you want to be one of us?
He looks sort of terrified over how you're towering over him. And that rush of power floods through your body, Niles, and you're starting to feel what it's like to be on the other side, to be Maul in this situation, to have dominion. And he looks up. Yeah, if you guys would let me.
Do you know who Sybil is?
Sure, yeah, she drives for Circus, and
No, that's not what I'm asking. Do you know what Sybil is as a kindred?
no? What does that mean?
She's a gangrel. Do you know what gangrels are?
No.
Do you know how gangrels like to turn their kind? I'm
No.
gonna be at the edge of the bed by the time I say that.
He's like tossed the electronic to the side. He's pulled himself up back against the backboard, and he's just desperately trying to get away from you. No, I don't know shit. I don't know anything.
Gangrels like to hunt, just like an animal likes to hunt. They'll chase you in the woods until you're tired and you're scared and you don't know right from left. and then they just rip you apart, leave you for scraps. Is that what you want to be? Scraps?
No. No. Why are you doing this?
Because you shouldn't want this.
Well, then, why did you take it?
I didn't take it. Did you not just fucking hear what I just said?
Yeah, but you had to ask for it, right? You had to get close to whoever did it, right? You weren't just taken, right?
No. You're lucky if you get an ask or a consent or a question. I didn't get that. Do you know what earned me the right to be here?
No.
I almost killed my sire with a rock. Because I was so scared, I almost beat his brains in, and he thought it was worthy enough for me to be here. Do you want that?
No.
Then you should leave this behind you.
Yeah, fuck. Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe I should go. And he starts to scramble out of the bed, and he goes to pick up his duffel bag, the bags he has in the corner there. You're right. Fuck, thank you. Yeah, I don't want none of this shit, man. I don't want any of this. And you can see Sybil from the first floor up to the second. F comes into the threshold of the door, glancing back, panicked at Niles as he's starting to leave the motel.
Where are you going?
She told me.
What?
They told me I should leave. Like, I don't listen, Sybil. Maybe I got the wrong idea about this. Like, I thought it was just like power, and I thought you were gonna make things better. But fuck, if what happens is what happened, I gotta go. And he starts to move past you, Sybil.
No, she holds him.
Okay, how hard do you hold him?
I've had some, but I'm at hunger too. It's not bruising, but it's don't go.
Please just let me go. Please don't fucking kill me. Don't kill me, please.
I'm not gonna kill you, but I do need you to stay here.
You made a promise, kid.
I don't know what they told you, but whatever they told you does not affect you the next 48 hours for you.
Listen, what the fuck do you people want from me?
I just want you to stay here, stay safe, and make sure we do the same.
Burroughs will saddle up to him and kind of pat him on the shoulders, each arm kind of, friendly, not hard, and just like, come on now, you never heard of a good hazing? They were just hazing you. You're
I wasn't
fine.
fucking hazing, man. They kept talking about bashing my fucking brains in with a rock. Like, oh, fuck, man. Oh,
Enoch's head rises up next to his shoulder and whispers into his ear, Hey, buddy.
Yeah?
Do you wanna be friends?
Oh God.
Sure. Just don't hurt me.
I'm not gonna hurt you. I just want to be your friend.
Okay. Sure. And he looks at you, Sybil, like, please fucking save me.
How about this? Enoch is a great friend, but only if you really need him to be. If you stay here for the night, he doesn't have to be your friend. Does that sound better?
Sure. Whatever,
Good.
man.
And now, and if you have any more specific questions, I suppose I am obligated to answer them. But no one's gonna bash your head in with a rock. Tonight. See?
Surprise, the musical episode of Tonight.
I was trying to. I felt the spirit of Burroughs go through me.
Hey. Sure, whatever. Just, I'll do it. I don't have a choice. I'll do it.
Hey, now he's getting it, and I'll brush past him.
Nothing really matters that much. Even after you're one of us, you're still stuck by rules and people trying to tell you what to do. So, honestly, fuck it. If you die, you die. If you live, you live. Nothing matters.
Yeah, I guess if I can't do anything, I might as well do what you told me.
I mean, sure, that's your choice.
It's not. Yes, for now things are that intense, but it's not supposed to be that way the entire time. Once this is done, once we cool off a little bit, it'll get easier.
Do you really turn people without asking?
Do I? No. I asked you. I will always ask.
And he looks at Niles and then back at you. And it seems like there's some distrust brewing there. Okay.
Good. Like I said, if you have any questions, you find me.
I'm okay. I'm gonna
Okay.
go get a drink or something.
Okay. I turn
And-
around and look at Niles. Once F is gone. Hey, what the fuck is your problem?
Nothing. What's your problem?
I just had to talk to my ghoul because he said someone was going to bash his fucking head in with a rock.
No. He misheard what I said. And did you hear what you said, though? Ghoul? Why are you ghouling somebody? Why is he here?
Because Emmerich already has Grease, and I couldn't let him just have both of them. It would just be me by myself. I needed someone else on my side.
So you lied to him and told him he would be able to become one of us.
I told him that I would bring him closer, and I would give him answers, which is what I'm doing.
And how long are you going to do that before it gets too much?
As long as it's helpful, Niles. Now, I've been trying to involve you in this plan since the beginning, and suddenly you have input on my employees? What is going on? You're either minding your business or you're a part of this. I need you to pick, because that was frustrating.
I mean, I am somewhat a part of this, obviously, because now I'm involved in your business. Because we're a coterie, right?
Right. But what I'm doing with Emmerich and these bags, most of it is me.
Yeah, but your choices affect my survival. Remember? We're all involved in each other's survival.
Right.
Do you think breaking one of the prince's traditions is helping our survival in the long term?
I do. Truthfully. And of the traditions that have been broken, I'm not necessarily cornering the market here. I have a ghoul now to protect myself from Emmerich, which is not something that I could have done before last night. These are long game plans and they take a while to happen, but this is all for all of our good.
Well, I just want to make sure your ghoul understands that what really happens at the end of the day, being a kindred.
I don't.
And you may
No, I'm sorry.
you're gonna have enough control when you know through all of this. You're not gonna make a mistake. You're not gonna slip up and accidentally turn somebody at the end of the day.
No,
You sure?
I'm sure. I've never fed on him. I don't plan on ever feeding on him. I don't plan on feeding on anyone. Ever. Now that this, whatever business we have with Emmerich, I will always have bags around. I'm good.
Okay. Sure. My bad then for stepping out of line.
Yeah. Good.
I'd like to think that Burroughs went in first, so the two of them went into the hotel room and are having this conversation, and Burroughs is on the bed, like, listening. And just when it seems like it's over and they're probably going to separate, he's just like, hey, should I get a ghoul?
No. No.
I mean, if I
Niles
have
is
permission,
gonna
I can
just-
have one, right?
Now's is gonna growl. Oh my god, Now's is gonna
Prince
growl and
just
walk
has to
out.
Say yes.
I don't even want. No one should have one. I
Why
had
not?
to because the hospital was so.
That's kind of like what we do. We all get ghouls
Actually,
to help
no.
us out.
Let's be for real. Like, we can barely keep. We have a ghoul, and I'm gonna lift up Rufus. That's good enough.
It's not our ghoul, though. I mean, it belongs to someone else.
It is
Does a dog
our.
count as a ghoul?
No, Rufus is a whole independent person with his own thoughts and feelings that should be respected, and he's grieving.
Exactly.
What the fuck are you talking about?
We
He's
gotta
grieving.
take this kid to the vet.
He's grieving. He told me he's grieving. He's very sad.
When did you talk to him?
At the club.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
Yeah, I
Look
talked
at
to animals or whatever, but that's not the point.
All right, Eliza Doolittle.
Mechanically, I would like to remind you all, since we're on the subject of ghouls, you could approach the prince and ask for the right of ghoul.
Yeah, I know
That's all
that.
I'm
That's why I'm thinking. I think we all need help. I think it'll help. You know, we're all clearly trying to build some kind of empire here. You know what I mean? Have Naked City to
Yes.
ourselves. We need a little help.
Mal, if you
Burroughs,
get a ghoul, you can have a personal assistant to make your phone calls and stuff since you can't use the phone.
No, pass.
I mean,
It's free labor, though.
That's not a selling point.
Maybe before the dinner party, we can ask the prince and say it's for the party.
hold on. I want to get back to that. Burroughs, thank you for saying that. So, I've got ideas what we should do. Who's got ideas?
Well, before we start getting into too many crazy ideas, we are here for something. There's this weird occurrence that we explained to you. This person appeared, and we're trying to spend the night to figure that out. I mean, we can talk business if you want, but let's also make sure we got our ducks in a row on that.
Wait, he was right here?
No, he was in the room.
Here in this room?
Yeah.
Premonition.
Caleb? Oh, before you also do that, I also have like 2 things of a cult. Would I happen to know anything that would trigger my mind in this area at all?
Anything that could walk in the day could have come into this room. So
Okay. I didn't know if there was something else.
it could just be like a maid.
We described it as like dripping wet and stuff too, but I don't know if
did. Yeah. There's some drip to it. I don't think your cult would. It's such a
That's fair.
broad question. I don't think it would help.
That's
That
fair.
premonition, though,
Go for the premonition.
we got to make a roll for that premonition, right?
It's a rouse check and then resolve plus aspects.
All right, let's do it.
with no hunger dice, this rouse check
Please.
should go fine.
Yeah.
Please, please.
You you all look as Enoch's eyes roll back into the front of his head. And
I don't even say anything. Like I just plop myself down in a chair and let let it ride.
What's
Yeah.
he doing
So
now?
I pass my rouse check. I
He
don't care.
is.
Beautiful.
He's. Think of it. He's downloading right now.
I hate that explanation. I should have even asked.
Think of it this way. Time is like a ribbon. He can actually just go
It's fine.
ahead and
True,
see
don't-
into the. He can see into
You
the
don't have to.
future.
I'm
But
so
it's not
serious. It
like
doesn't
that.
matter.
But it is like that. Does that make
How'd we
sense?
do?
Time's a
successes.
ribbon.
4 successes. Okay. And remind me what premonition awards you in terms of information.
The vampire experiences flashes of insight. These may take the form of raised hackle, sudden inspiration, or even vivid visions. While never too precise, these visions can nudge the vampire out of harm's way or reveal a truth previously overlooked.
Pretty cool.
Okay. You are in the room again. And for one of the first times since you have died, you can feel the warmth of sunlight on your skin. But it does not bring that preternatural fear, as it is not real. It must be about midday, 2 to 3 o'clock, and you're standing in this room exactly where you are now. And this is the detail of your premonition. Your ears become incredibly sensitive to the room, and it is that audio that is important to you. You hear the dripping of water outside of the door, almost like something sopping wet being wrung out. The sound of the door opening, the sound of outside traffic beginning to fill the room in muted tones, and the sound of footsteps across sodden carpet as the water begins to saturate across. There is no sight of the individual. It's as though you're watching all of this happen. In fact, you can see the depressions of its bare feet into the carpet itself, but no actual figure or form comes of it.
Are the footprints normal?
They look about human in size, and they are barefooted. They're not wearing shoes. And the most notable auditory sense you get out of the situation is there is still no sound of a heartbeat in the room.
Thin bloods. Does anybody know any thin bloods?
Not anymore.
Anymore.
Thin blood is not a bad guess, but what about something like can someone like project themselves? Like, you know, I'm thinking this water, this dripping water makes me think of Lake Mead. May somebody go in the lake to be able to travel to us? I don't know. I'm kind of reaching.
I mean,
Like La Llorona, like we can. I mean,
Is
we
that
are
a Mexican thing, or is that something out here?
I don't think. Does Lake Mead have a Lady of the Lake?
Lady isn't quiet. She's pretty fucking loud. You'd hear her.
All I know for sure is that whatever came through that door wasn't alive.
No heartbeat.
Why
No
not?
heartbeat that I could hear.
Ah.
And that, to me,
Now, that's interesting.
who do you know that's like us that can go out during the day?
Other than ghouls, it's thin bloods.
Thin bloods. And ghouls have heartbeats.
Yeah.
I mean,
What if it's-
what did you say
what if
about
it's not
taking
kindred at
Andrew to
all?
the bottom of the lake?
Oh.
I mean, I'm just thinking out loud. Somebody dripping wet. What kind of spell, or you know, what does that? I mean, I'm just thinking, you know, if somebody had to somehow.
Okay.
Somebody had to go to the bottom
Hear
of the
me out.
lake or be in the lake to access this power. I don't know.
Hear me out. Ghost, mermaids,
Okay.
or thin bloods in the water. They're
I-
hiding in.
Mermaids
thin
are alive, so we
bloods.
can rule out the mermaids.
No,
Okay.
mermaids are bullshit.
Oh,
I think we don't need to breathe. Like, kindred hiding in the lake isn't weird.
No, it'd be weird if they were still sopping wet this far from the lake.
Well,
Yeah.
they're fast.
Is there a pool in this motel?
well, that's why everything's so wet.
There's a pool in this motel.
I mean, there was a puddle this morning, so
I mean, one of y'all was
Yeah.
telling me that the Baron of the Dam is guarding something out here in Lake Mead. So that puts a whole nother spin on this thing.
that feels like enough of a reason to go to the fucking lake.
I think six kindred showing up randomly in the middle of the night, and
Well,
might be something that
it
we
could
should say our
work if
hellos. That would be
we
polite.
could also just say we're having a party. You know what I mean? Because
You have
everyone.
Party.
Walking. Yeah.
What?
That sounds terrible.
All right, well, no, because like, if you're gonna be like, how do we be not suspicious? Easy. There's like 6 people drunk and skinny dipping out in the lake. While we go.
I
I
don't think
still
we
say
have,
we go through our plan of staying the night here with F
Of course.
and see what he sees.
Okay.
And then we'll go
Tomorrow,
from there.
And by
Yeah.
night we mean day, right?
right.
Do we have enough
With
room for all of
clarification.
us? Is there enough room for all of us?
I'm happy to share.
I'll
You
sleep
could
on-
get another room. There are 2 double beds in here. There's a closet and a restroom. It's a little cramped.
Who wants a room with us?
I think you guys are good.
all you.
Yeah.
Is there a way we can get the room right next door so we can have it open like that?
Not a lot of guests in this motel. You can easily pay the like $60 to get the adjoining room. There's it's even one of those doors that opens up into the other room. You guys share this
Awesome.
shared hallway. think like the same motel you killed Captain Underwood in. Nice little flashback.
That's what I was thinking.
Cute.
Okay. Good. Then I think we're settled. Felix is in the room.
Felix went out for a drink. About this time, he comes back and he walks in, thinks he's interrupting something as you all are in conversation, and then immediately walks out and waits by the window. Seems he's been house trained.
I'll go meet him by the window. I'll step out really quick.
You step out real quick. You find him. He's got this, half-drunk soda can with him, and he looks terrified.
Did the drink help?
No. Fuck no. No. I know this shit helps.
Maybe I can, I don't know, help alleviate some of your apprehension.
Oh, like the part where you people are going to make me a slave and do whatever the fuck you want me to do all the time? That apprehension?
We're not going to make you a slave.
I'm going to play Britney Spears' "I'm a Slave for You" off the little radio speaker.
We're not going to do that. Listen, when I pushed you up against the car and dented the car next to your face and threatened to kill you, I was saying that I am extremely passionate about not doing to you what was done to me.
Well, what was done to you?
I was made this against my will, and before this was what they call a blood doll, which is like a blood bag, but alive. And can't leave.
So you were like groomed into it?
Yeah. And they didn't tell me anything. I had to figure it out myself. And the person responsible promptly fucked off, so I really had to figure it out by myself. There are punishments for someone like you knowing more, which is why I don't want to tell you. But I'm not gonna make you one of us, because it is truly terrible without needing to do so. And I don't think it's necessary, and I wouldn't do it without your permission, or at least I want you to know what's happening to you and what you're signing up for, which is why you're allowed to be here.
And you can say the same for your friends?
I can say it for majority of my friends, but I don't control anybody. I don't control you, and I don't control them. I can just tell them what I want, and it's up to them what they think about it. But I don't want anything to happen to you, so you're under my protection.
Okay. I don't really have a choice, so I'm going to stick around and trust you and hope that works out for me.
Do you want to leave?
I don't want to know what happens to me if I do. Look, I got you what you wanted, those contacts of the people you guys killed at the hospital.
Yeah,
Hopefully that helps.
it did. Thank you.
And I'm going to stay here tonight. I don't know what I did to piss you guys off, but I'm going to stay. I'm going to help.
You didn't piss anybody off. We're just...
So this is what happens when I do things right?
It's weird having a...
Slave?
Human around. It makes people nervous.
Sure. I don't think your friend was nervous, though.
Yeah. Niles is unique. After tonight, if you want to leave, you can leave.
Listen, I don't know if you're doing this to, like, make you feel better, but I already agreed to do it all, so I'm gonna do it. If you're trying to get, like, some kind of closure out of me, like, trying to confirm that, like, I feel okay with you, I don't, but I'll do it. I like the way it feels. It's like doing a drug. I do feel good. I feel young, but, like, I don't feel good.
Honestly, good. Keep that in mind the next time someone offers this.
Yeah, whatever.
Cool. And Sib goes back in the room.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know if I just want to do one thing, Burroughs, which is I feel like this F is the first mortal he's kind of been with for the last couple of weeks. Well, he visits his family, but somebody who kind of like is in the know, and I feel like Burroughs' curiosity is piqued by him, so he probably comes over at some point while he's like posted up on a bed or against the wall or something and sits next to him. And what'd you do all day?
I went out and did what you guys asked. I
Oh,
went
that's
to
right. Yeah, the names.
Yeah. I went to the hospital. I started asking a bunch of questions. They got real weird with me, but I managed to like bum a joint off this guy, and we smoked out back, and he managed to give me the names. So I started like really looking through and like social media investigative type shit. Like, so I did what you asked. I got you the names. Did you see the names?
I saw the names. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, thanks. I'm taking care of that problem. Thanks to you. Appreciate it.
Good. Yeah. I just want to be a use,
Listen, you're clearly pretty spooked about all this. Niles is they're a bit of a kidder. I think you're taking this all a little too seriously.
Okay, so they were joking?
It's not so much it's a joke, it's just, I don't know. I'll give you an example. Like, today, those names you gave me, I found 2 of them in the hospital, and I smothered them to death. And when I did it, I thought to myself, in another life, I would have a problem with this, but, well, certain problems become easier when you become like us. And, I think of that space movie where he said, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. That's what I was doing. I was helping us all.
Okay.
So there's no need to be afraid,
Sure.
It seems scary at first, but, well, it stops being scary after a little while. Especially when you're doing some good, when you're helping your friends. And we are friends now.
Yeah, right.
I hope my talk helped you a little bit.
At the mention of the word friends,
Oh,
Enoch
God.
pops up behind F and puts his arm around his shoulder and just nods his head and says, yeah,
Using
friends.
this man.
This is...
F looks like he's being tossed around from one abuser to the other. And
Yeah,
he just
very much so.
Yeah.
nods like,
It's
okay.
weird because I want to say the players don't want F to become a ghoul, but the characters are all like okay with it.
Yeah.
At this point.
He tries desperately to seem comfortable enough not to pull up the hackles of Enoch or Burroughs, but he just sort of nods there. He goes, friends. And he points to that box opposite Burroughs and goes, donuts, huh? They're pretty good. He looks
you want
between
one?
Enoch and, oh, no, they're good.
You're gonna need something to stay up. You got some caffeine?
The regular donuts. They're not like...
Yeah, there's no blood in them. Ooh, blood donuts. Keep
No.
that in mind.
Blood donuts. Writing it down.
I could go out and get you some if you wanted.
No. Relax. Tonight, the rest of the day, you got to worry about yourself. Stay awake. Keep yourself composed. You see something weird, you shake up. Who gets woken up first? Sybil?
Yes.
All right.
Now, let me parade you in front of my wife.
What?
Nothing, just come with me.
Okay.
Yes.
F gets up and gives a look at Sybil like, Mom, please help me. And then goes out to the room with Enoch.
I'm gonna supervise this.
On the
Allison
way over there, I just turn to Sybil and I
Allison's
cover
like leaning on the bed,
I
just
cover F's ears with my hands and I say, Sybil, are you okay if my wife seduces your...
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And don't call him that. No. I thought you were just gonna do like a weird show and tell thing. The clothes stay on and fucking doesn't happen.
Okay,
Is that clear?
your rules.
What?
Great.
Do I hear? Where?
We're
think
on
this
the way
is-
to you.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't wait for this.
I
Shit.
push F into the room, and
Hi.
I look and see
Hi.
if they're. You know, how
Hello.
sometimes like those cheap motels, they have like boxes of checkers or something.
Yeah.
And like the cat, I take the little like box of checkers and I put it out the bed, and I'm come over here.
Okay.
Let's see what you got.
With
This
checkers?
is, yeah, this is what friends do. They play games together.
Okay.
Now, okay,
Hold on. Okay. Hold on.
Before the moms
Okay.
step
Hold
in.
on.
Now, hold on. I don't know, Enoch. I don't know if Felix wants to play checkers. Maybe
I
you
don't-
should ask.
But he's your.
He doesn't. He
on.
doesn't want to play checkers. Maybe we just
Everybody-
leave him alone with his
Hold on.
video
Everybody,
game.
if you get everyone come in. Okay. So, Enoch decided
Oh no.
he wants to get to know everybody better. He actually wants to make some friends.
Oh, he does?
I do.
Yes,
you
that
do.
looks like a genuine face.
Well, what do you got to say to us? What's new?
Do you wanna
Allison's gonna get up and walk.
play checkers?
Just walk out and be like, figure it out.
Actually, yeah, I'll play checkers.
Good.
F
Switch,
looks
switch,
so happy. He moves
Switch up.
immediately behind Sybil.
But you, sorry, I thought that was silence.
I want a wits plus game lore to beat
Yeah.
who wins the
roll
checkers.
checkers.
Let's get
Actually-
a dueling
Streetwise.
Okay.
I think
switch.
All right.
I'm in on this.
I'm
so
from the south. I know how to play me some checkers.
I know. Let's have a tournament.
baby
Oh my
steps.
God.
Play him first.
I will. We have like 4 more hours of the night to do something.
It is like 11:30.
Oh, we're doing a checkers tournament. Strip checkers.
Strip checkers. Now
Can-
you're making
Oh my
it
God.
interesting.
I
No,
will
right,
leave my
no
clothes
strip.
on, but I will play checkers.
Let's play checkers.
Well, then you better win.
I will not take my clothes off in front of you
Yes, ma'am.
ever.
Yes,
not a
ma'am.
man.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Sovereign.
What?
Sovereign.
See, Enoch, again. See, this is why Enoch.
That's his terror noise. That's what happens in his head when he's scared.
time.
Yeah, that's just Malkavian Kill Bill sirens.
Niles, you said you had something.
Yes.
Yeah,
Like
can
we
I-
don't. We're playing checkers here.
We'll get back here.
Niles is gonna step out of this heated room and
Very heated.
and Niles is gonna text you and see if they're available to talk really quick.
Yeah, you send a text out, and you do indeed get a response from Hugh that's saying he's got a few minutes to talk, but he doesn't
Okay.
have much.
So I'll call him then.
Okay, you call him and you get him on the other side. Yeah, hey Niles, how's it going?
It's fine. Things are fine. Hey, I'm north of Vegas right now, up by Lake Mead.
Oh shit. Okay. Why?
Yeah. Coterie found a need to go up here, so I'm just kind of following him. But I just wanted to make sure we're not impeding on territory if we're out here.
I
Just a
mean, you're
couple
out there
days.
by Shelley, but it's not about. He seems a little panicked on the other side. He says, "Sorry, give me 1 second. There's just a big talk on this side, and I want to make sure that. Give me a second." He puts the phone down, and you can hear some muffled voices of him, and there's a lot of voices on the other end, like a whole group of people. He says, "I'll just be a minute. They're out by Mead." And then he comes back out by the call, and he steps out into a hallway, and you can feel a door shut behind. Are you okay out there?
Why? Am I interrupting something? I'm sorry. Like you said,
There's
you
just
had time.
there's a big talk. I mean, some of your guys are convinced that we sent somebody to the hospital out north of the Strip and made a play on Emmerich, and it could mean something for the truce if we're not careful. So we're trying to decide how we're going to send a message back to say it wasn't us.
Right.
But in the meantime, you got to be careful out there at Mead. It's not an etiquette thing. It's a danger thing.
What do you mean?
There's something out there. That's why we have Shelley posted up to begin with. It's not a safe place for kindred. And you're right there on the cusp of Guru territory.
Well, what territory?
The werewolves. They've got packs out east of there. And they sort of like to think Mead is their territory. It's a really dangerous area to be stepping out into. Are you okay? Is there something you're looking for out in Mead?
No, there's nothing. We're on our way back from something, and we just needed to
listen.
Take a day or two out here.
Things go wrong out there way more than they go right. If you can come back to Vegas anytime soon, I want to stay in Mead.
I will tell the coterie that and see if we can maybe not stay here. I'll have to talk to them.
Yeah, whatever you do, don't sleep there.
Right. All right. Well, I probably kept you long enough. But I'll stay in touch.
You don't know anything about this hospital shit, right? If you got anything for Ellis, he's fighting for his life in there.
The coterie did go and visit Ellis. I mean, Emmerich, but that's about it.
You guys didn't have anything to do with all these fucking killings, right? Niles?
We might. No, not all of us.
Niles, what in the fuck does that mean?
It means that there are members of this coterie that are very uncontrollable.
So this was a Camarilla attack on the Camarilla.
It wasn't an attack on anybody. It was solved with Emmerich. Emmerich has been.
And you're sure it's solved?
Yes.
We received official missive from the Prince's Harpy. Those fucking talkers came over and accused us on public forum. You're sure Emmerich's okay with this?
As far as when we walked away with Emmerich was appeased. And whatever happened was done by Camarilla hands and not by any member of the Anarchs. I did nothing.
Would your group be willing to speak on this for benefit of the truce?
Oh, God.
Yes, I will ask them.
Okay. Because if you all can clear this up and make it really, really clear that we had nothing to do with it, it was their own people, then the Anarchs are going to look a lot better for this.
I will relay that.
Good. You've been keeping yourself safe, posted, outside of being in fucking Lake Mead?
As safe as I can be.
Okay. Well, come by the apartment when you get some time. I miss you back there.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, as soon as I can get out of here.
Yeah, okay. I've got to go talk down Dufresne before he comes up with another plan to poison half the fucking city. So, stay safe. Talk to Shelley if you can, because it's not a good place to be.
Okay, thank you. And I'm sorry.
You're okay. You're okay. And he sounds tired.
Yeah. Yep.
He hangs up right there.
Fuck. Go inside.
A quick checkers tournament, and then we will figure out what we're doing next. Okay, we will have a minor 4-bracket checkers tournament, and then
everyone make a performance plus wits roll.
Yes.
What does the winner get?
It's strip
Vegas.
poker. You get not naked.
All of Vegas.
Yeah.
Wits and
Total
performance.
All of Vegas.
We're gonna let Caleb.
Winner gets the bed.
Wits plus performance. If you have any dots and aspects, you can apply them.
Racist.
If you would like to cheat.
I'm gonna burn a willpower.
Not
Just
for
my
the
wit.
checkers tournament.
If you're not going to burn willpower for
One
the checkers
success.
tournament, when are you going to do it?
One success.
Niles, you're so fucked up from the phone call you just had about another potential truce break. You do terribly in the checkers tournament. You're out first bracket. It's debilitating.
It's fine as.
I too am going to spend a point of willpower.
Oh my
Why? We have things to do.
4 successes. 'Cause I-
god. Sybil, 4 successes, one of our higher scores.
No,
Let's
because
see
you
if
can't go
anyone
over
can
your
beat it.
pool.
Please.
We,
You're muted.
1 success from Mal, but you are muted.
No, it's not one success from Al. I have questions.
What's your
Oh
question?
no.
How do you
please
bestial
don't.
fail at checkers?
No, I
Just flip the
have.
deck.
I have 3 in wits and none in performance.
Yes.
And also, so I'm just rolling 3 hunger dice,
Yes.
and I got 1 regular Ankh,
Uh-huh.
and then 2 Ankhs with fangs. What does that
That
mean?
means that you had a, it's like a messy critical.
Critical.
That means you did exceptionally well. So well that the beast is pleased.
You did too well.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
Does that
5
count as
success.
5 then?
Which, yes, it will count as 5 successes. Currently, you are the leader, but it also means that it implies your compulsion is coming into play, which for the La Sombra is ruthlessness, meaning that you will do anything to win. Okay.
Yeah, that
So
makes
you
sense.
can
Does that-
use that to inform however you would like. Has anyone beat 5 successes?
Yes, I have. I got 2 crits, one of them on my hunger die, so I suppose that's a messy critical, right?
Yeah.
So that's 8 successes total.
Shit.
Heated checkers.
I am shoving the 5 pieces of MAGA hat down Burroughs' throat as I'm trying to get my black pieces across.
Jesus Christ, woman. Jeez, I'm gonna flip them like over me, get them off me.
Oh, come here, I can't lose.
Oh my
Burroughs,
god.
how do you beat this person as they're stuffing hat down your throat?
It's easy, just like I beat the rest of them. I've been doing it since I was a kid.
Oh my god.
I watched the old guys on the bayou play. I know how to win this game.
Mal, I think you,
Burroughs becomes at least. What did Allison and Enoch have? Let's hear those.
I
If you
had
can beat an
3.
8.
I had 3. I'm very proud of that 3. But
Okay.
I'm watching the chaos and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I gave up. I'm like,
I have a question.
Sure.
Can I use premonition to cheat?
Oh,
Can you use? Well, how many successes do you have without premonition?
Out of a pool of 6, I got 6 successes and 2 criticals.
Oh, you've already won then. 6. Is it 6 total with the crits or 6
It's
total
6,
without the
no,
crits?
6 total with the crit, including the crits.
Oh, okay. So you got 2 successes and a crit. Okay. Well, okay. As long as your premonition has at least 4 successes, then yes, you could use it to cheat.
First, I have to do my rouse check.
yeah, I don't think that's a smart move, but you know what? At
I
this
get
point-
hungrier playing checkers.
Oh my
oh
god.
my god.
that's
Good,
who we are.
good.
That's who we are.
It's really
And
gonna
then-
bite us in a couple episodes. I
I
can feel it.
Resolve plus aspects or just
Yes.
aspects?
It's resolve plus aspects. You need at least 4 successes.
God bless us. Take a checkers game and we make it chaotic.
That's our brand.
Oh.
I'm gonna use another point of willpower.
Oh
Yeah.
my god,
Wonderful.
Aaron!
For checkers?
I
Checkers.
it was supposed to be simple.
We can't play D&D. We're gonna
It-
die.
It was a role-playing scene. That's
I only get 1 success.
Burroughs is still the winner.
oh.
Burroughs has come out on top of all of you and drawn his katana and called it a win. It's over
I
as
cut
the
the
check.
board in half since
Okay.
I'm the only
Great.
the only winner.
He has half a bill of that MAGA hat on top of his head, cutting the board halfway through. as the checkers tournament comes to an end with a flurry of pieces, and F is just standing in the corner, shuddering,
I forgot he was here.
watching as these monsters nearly kill each other over a fucking board game.
You know, sometimes chess grandmasters use butt plugs to cheat. I think we need a full cavity search here.
Don't
No,
start
no.
that.
I'll
Don't you
bend over
start.
and flash on my ass.
No.
Wait,
We are
you
done.
Wait,
Big,
wait.
fresh, pale, hairy Burroughs ass as he bends
All right, you know what?
over.
I got
Take
a
a
little more
long
than
look, buddy.
I got a little more than I bargained for on that one. Fine, now I've lost twice.
You've already
Not
seen
backing
it.
down.
I just love the dichotomy of Lake Mead's one of the scariest, worst places to be, and
It's because we're here.
Now
showing
this is
our
like
asses and
Now this
flipping.
is like anxiously waiting, just like
So
I
We
want the
should-
pieces of the chessboard that get ripped apart. I want them. They're mine.
Yeah.
we should go talk to the Baron of the Dam.
a lot of things we should
Yeah,
talk
sure.
about
If you
real
want to
quick.
do something productive.
Good job.
All right,
First
we
step.
talk to the Baron, or are we gonna do this thing tonight? What are we doing?
Okay, honey.
Well,
Well, we have some time before bed, so we should at least make our presence known. Maybe Shelley can give us some light.
Good
As
point.
far as the Anarchs are concerned, this is not a safe territory for us to be in, so the less time we're here, the better.
That's
Ooh,
news
why-
to us.
Yeah,
yeah.
there are werewolves in the territory on top of whatever else is here, so...
Gross.
I don't think
It's
I
not
ever
a good
met a
place for us.
werewolf.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait.
And we shouldn't.
You know, they wouldn't be nice.
No, they don't.
No. They'll eat the shit out of us.
There is a
Very
preternatural
Twilight.
antagonism between vampires and werewolves that runs through your blood. They are like a vampire's natural predator. Very dangerous.
Earth, remember Twilight? Think like that, but deadly.
I never heard of no invisible werewolf that gets sopping wet and walks through people's. Think that was
They
a
didn't say
werewolf.
this. They didn't say it was a werewolf that got involved, but
All right.
they
Oh.
are still here.
The best way our night can end is we go talk to this Baron. Then.
Mhm.
Yes. One more
Alright.
thing, though. The Anarchs wish to have an explanation of the hospital be told to them, because
Why?
because the Camarilla believes that the Anarchs were involved in something on Emmerich's territory.
So,
So the truths that was mentioned is at stake. And as far as we are all concerned, the Anarchs did nothing at Emmerich's place.
but if we
right.
can pin it on the Anarchs, I don't see
No.
why we wouldn't.
No, what do you?
We can't.
I am
What?
not going to take the fall for somebody else's
Relax.
mistakes. Enoch.
Okay, Jesus Christ. We'll go. We'll have Emmerich call and fix it. What's the problem?
All right, yes, Your Honor, I will testify.
That might
No.
not be what you want, Niles.
Sybil, go ahead and make an intelligence plus etiquette roll,
Okay.
or
Thank
an
God.
intelligence plus politics, whichever is higher for you, Sybil.
Oh,
Dear
good.
God.
Oh, we do have a politics skill.
Oh man, come on.
That's right.
That's 3 successes.
Oh,
As Allison mentions that they'll just put in a call to Grandpa and have him fix it all up, you get the sinking feeling that Grandpa already has. This
I don't-
is exactly the sort of play he would make.
I don't think this is. I don't think that's gonna work. I think we have to testify.
All right, but if Grandpa started this whole thing, that means he wants it to happen, which means
it's a test.
we have to make sure. I mean, at least he likes Allison and Enoch, but he's going to be real upset when we stop his plans.
We
Oh,
just
we're not stopping Pop's plans.
we just need to
Just-
make sure our statement's tight and figure out exactly why the fuck Emmerich would make that move when it's directly against the survival of the truce to ask us to talk about what happened.
Maybe he's just getting bored.
Yeah, no, I got that
Whatever
intention.
it is, I'm not going to take the fall for it.
No, it's not like we've heard that 1,000 times. We know. You don't want to even be here. I don't want to be here.
You know, I've
Okay,
always wanted
hold
to be
on.
in a war.
We're falling into this thing that we do where we all just nitpick everything else
Oh.
everyone says. And I'm not saying I'm not guilty of it because I fully am. But also,
bad.
if you want to talk to Damn Lady before the sun rises, we should probably go.
You're right. My bad.
Great idea.
My bad.
Good. But we're
Hey,
gonna
Those
should we
things
bring
are
F along?
reason.
No.
Yeah, let's bring my friend.
No.
I mean, it's gonna be some cool shit, Felix. Whatever it is.
Well, actually, do you want to go?
Say yes. Say yes.
You don't have to
Say
say
whatever
yes.
you want.
Sure. Yeah, I'll come.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Just one more person in my ever-expanding car.
Yeah.
I'm ready
Say,
to buy
can we
Giant
even,
baby blue.
Can we even fit into this thing?
Oh yeah,
There are
can't you two
two
take the
additional vehicles now. Yeah.
Can't you two take the bikes?
Someone else take a bike.
I'll take a bike.
You drive, please. There's already enough scratches on this one.
Yeah, I know how to drive a bike.
Guess we'll find out.
Yes, we will.
I wish I could insight check.
There's no way of
You
knowing.
can. There's insight.
There is
I want to insight check. Can I insight check him?
Yeah, insight plus wits.
Oh, this is gonna be interesting.
Two successes.
Okay. All right. Enoch, do you know how to ride a bike?
Not one bit.
Okay.
Not one tiny bit.
You get the sense that Enoch is embellishing how confident he is in a motorcycle.
I'll take the bike. I'll take the bike.
Can you share the bike?
I'll drive. He'll be behind me. I'll drive.
All right, bitch. That's okay by me.
What the fuck did you just say to me? What
I
the
said,
fuck did you just say to me?
I said I'm the bitch in this situation.
Is that what he said?
It's a term, yeah.
Is that
It is a term to
It's-
riding bitch. Is a
it's
term
a
that
term
it
he's
looks like.
riding
Yeah.
bitch.
It sounded
On
like
a
you just called
motorcycle?
Allison a bitch.
I didn't know. I would never. Oh my god.
Allison's gonna point like, and I'm just gonna get to the bike, and that's his choice if he follows or not.
Burroughs will just walk past Enoch and be like, "Good job," and he'll walk to his car. That's right.
Oh my god.
Horrible.
Okay.
He would.
Where are you all
I'm-
going?
That's
I
right.
imagine Hugh would have told us where Shelly might be, so
Hugh
I'm
gives
leading
you-
the group there.
The address to what is like literally the Hoover Dam, but is an outpost station that is attributed to the dam itself. And it's not even an address. It is a dropped pin, like coordinates to where this outpost station is. And with all of you driving out there, you arrive at the dam itself, and the rush of water is possibly loud over there, and you are actually away from sort of the Lake Mead community and here in the actual environment itself, with this beautiful red rock that surrounds this massive structure that overlooks Lake Mead. And you park in what is like a service parking lot adjacent to what is a lookout over all of Lake Mead there. And you think this is the place. There's a single light on. Hugh also sent you a text saying that he had already told Shelly that you would be arriving.
So I guess there's a light on at like this outpost.
Yeah, in this outpost, big square building overlooking the dam. Even from the place that you've parked Baby Blue and the two bikes, you can see there's a silhouette painted underneath one of the long lights inside that is sort of standing to the back of the room in this big window that runs the entire square. And you imagine that must be Shelly. Her silhouette is massive, maybe 7 feet tall.
Then, yeah, I guess I'll approach
Okay.
and
Is everyone going into this room? Is it just Niles? What's the plan here?
We are following.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to
Yeah.
go. Unless you tell us not to.
I'm gonna activate like that. Shout us to at least muffle my sound.
Okay,
No,
so
but
you're
I
not
will
making
remind
any
us.
sound.
What?
No, but I will remind everybody once again that we are in our territory, and this is a baron this time.
No, according to the Camarilla, there is no Anarch territory.
Actually,
Yeah, I would not say that here, Enoch. If you like your tongue.
Niles, what's the policy on ghouls? For anarchs? That's fine.
I don't know the policy for ghouls.
Go ahead and roll etiquette
Just put them
plus
where they put the coats.
etiquette plus intelligence, and we'll see what you know.
Okay. For who? Me or Niles?
We'll take both because both of you have an awareness of the other side.
Oh, one success. Wow.
no
Oh, cool.
successes.
Oh, with one success, you think F should be okay.
You think it's not
I would
good.
keep F behind and quiet, but I would be cautious about it.
Okay. So I will do similar to what Edward did during the baseball scene and keep Felix behind me.
Thank you. I
Very
wanted that so.
We've
I'll tell
now
him, put your hair down.
the Twilight encounter is now at 2. We've had 2 Twilight counts today. Yeah, F pulls down his hair out of the little man bun he keeps in that baseball hat, and it's
That'll
now
happen. It's smelling from over
and-
there.
possibly straight and down to his the middle of his back. But you all step in through these double doors that open up into what is essentially like a watchtower, similar to like a fire tower that sits in national parks. But this one overlooks the dam itself. There are modules of control to certain aspects within the dam itself, and it looks pretty technological. But standing at the back of the room against the window that looks over the actual falls themselves that look into that dam is Shelley, who is pretty close to 7 feet tall, your guess would be, and some of the broadest shoulders you've ever seen on a person. Think like NFL linebacker level. Just a massive person of size, and their face is uniquely shaven, shorn down, but you think it's unnatural as there's this big conglomeration of skin that is formed back against where the hair once had been, as if a new head was growing out of the one from before. And then one side of her face is completely sagged to the other, as if she had some form of Bell's palsy, and that skin was turned gelatinous against it. She's a massive figure. You think in a fight she would probably demolish a lot of the people in this room. And she has these big stunted graveyard teeth that pick up over an underbite. Definitely Nosferatu, with this green shaded skin that climbs across her face. But she looks to all of you unspeaking as you address her.
Hell of a dam you got here.
It's not mine, but thank you.
Well, it is your territory, if I'm not mistaken, Baron.
Sure. In the same way a gargoyle looks over a castle.
Well, allow me to introduce myself and my friends. Name's Burrows, and I'll kind of give a bow and then gesture to everyone else to kind of introduce themselves.
I'm Niles.
No.
Allison.
My name's Enoch.
I'm Sybil. Nice to meet you.
Good to meet all of you. Niles, you were the one that asked for my meeting, yes?
We're just passing through in your territory, and we wanted to make sure that we were not stepping out of line.
I'm no prince, you don't have to tell me when you're here, but what are you here for? This is not the place to be.
We're just passing through on our way back to Vegas and decided to stop by. Stop for the night.
Well, this is
For the
not a
day.
vacation spot. I don't suggest sleeping in here anytime soon. If you can make it to Las Vegas tonight, I would say you probably have about an hour's drive.
You know, funny you mentioned that. We stayed the night here. Didn't necessarily want to, but we did, and we had a strange experience. Niles,
Oh, yeah?
you were the one that experienced. Oh. So you know then?
No, this is the first I'm hearing of it.
Oh, I thought you said you know, like you already.
I said, oh yeah.
Sorry.
It's all good.
Niles, why don't you explain what you saw?
I didn't see anything, but I heard dripping and something had come and lurked in our where we were staying for the day.
Seems like you were visited by something that we've been trying to take care of here in Henderson, in Boulder, and Lake Mead. Seems like whatever has been happening is coming for you next. Or at least it tried.
What is it?
Kindred in this area have been accosted by something coming out of the water, out of Lake Mead. It happens during the day, and we find their corpses, victims of final death the next day. Something in this area hates us, and they've been making quick work of our bodies.
Hates us like a thin blood might?
I don't think it's thin. It's too organized for thin bloods. This is chaotic. What is happening here? It's the first target, the only target, and none have been left alive. You all would be the first to have no bodies the next day.
Are they taking only singular folks out, or are they capable of groups?
We don't get a lot of kindreds out here this far that are moving in groups, but we've had multiple killings in the same night.
Got it.
Is there anything hanging out around here that doesn't have heartbeats that you would know about?
Heartbeats? Well, there's all manner. You could be dealing with a ghost, with a banshee, with a demon, with
a mermaid?
Werewolves. What?
With a mermaid?
No. There's no such thing as fucking mermaids.
Well, there's a ghost, and there's all those other list of things you just said. Why rule out a mermaid?
And
because I've never seen a mermaid.
Well, and that means it doesn't exist? That seems pretty irrational.
There's no mermaids here, man.
Oh, we'll see about
Fuck
that.
off with that shit.
And it's your job here to try to eradicate whatever this is, or you just...
I've just been trying to clean up the messes and keep the gate locked. Just trying to make sure that whatever is coming out of the sea is staying there. I've tried a few times to go down there into Lake Mead, and it gets darker than I've ever known it to be. You lose all sight, and there in the darkness, something's there. I don't know what, but I'm determined to make sure it doesn't take all of Las Vegas or break the masquerade. That's why they made me the Baron of fucking nothing.
How is it killing? Is it just exposing Kindred to the sun, or is it stabbing them?
If I was able to be awake when it did it, I would know. But I just find the dust afterwards. The corpses that are left afterwards.
Now it sounds to me like we need some bait.
If you and your mermaids are welcome to be the bait, then sure. I invite you all to hunt whatever you'd like to hunt, but I am not responsible when you die.
That's fair.
Why would you be responsible when we died?
I just said I'm not responsible when you die. Did you not hear me, mermaid?
But why would we assume that?
I don't know why you would assume that. I'm just affirming that it's not true. Who is this man?
A nuisance, Enoch.
Listen, you're welcome to be here as long as you like. You don't have to pay any baronries to me. There's no politics that comes into Henderson, but there's a reason why I'm the only kindred that stays out here. It's not safe. I suggest you go back to your towers. Stay in those. They keep you protected.
Can we have a team huddle?
Gladly.
Yeah.
Sure.
Do we have any more questions to ask Shelly?
I'm almost certain we do, but I want to have a quick... Honestly, if it's literally just us turning around, I'm fine with that. I just don't want it to feel like we have to.
Silence of death.
Oh.
Oh wait, but then no one will be able to hear each other.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Call the silence. Everyone.
Shelley is just standing there shaking her head at all of this.
I think it would be advantageous if we handled this problem. I don't know how big of a scope it is, but if it's possible, if we handle this on behalf of the Camarilla to the Anarchs, it would just be a good gesture in a very hot time. But it would take time.
That's what actually. No, this could work in our advantage. I see your point.
I mean, now that you put it that way, you're convinced me a little bit more, but we got a lot on our plates.
That's what I'm saying, is it's a lot, and I don't
know.
Quick job.
Quick Scooby-Doo mystery, and then we get the fuck out of here. That sounds good to me.
Something
I have
tells
to
me
admit,
it's
I
not
am
us.
intrigued.
I don't mind being bait. It can't see me, I can't see it.
And you are delicious.
But then are you
give him a little
really
squeeze.
good bait if it can't see you?
Well, if they're in the dark, I don't think it needs to see necessarily.
No, it don't.
Can we bring down a water flashlight?
I mean, we
That
could.
exist?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's waterproof flashlights. We can do that. I mean, I don't mind going down there. I can just.
Oh, so we're going down. I'm sorry, we're going down into the water. I
Yeah.
thought we were waiting for
No,
them
darling.
to show up at our doorstep.
No.
I see. Do we do
we
that
time
first?
them
Let's
to
do
sleep.
the.
Holy shit!
Hold on. I do think it actually could help us if we could get a little bit of a, even if it's a quick look around, because that could give us a big indication of what it is.
All right. Well, we only got a couple hours before the sun comes up. Let's do our experiment, and then after that, next night we go down into the bottom of Lake Mead. If that's what we want to do.
God, I can't wait to kill a mermaid.
Okay. I think we do this. We don't promise either side that we're doing it. If it gets done, then we present it to the prince and say, good, look at the cool shit we just did.
Wait,
Exactly.
but wait. Consider this. What do we do when the mermaid starts singing? We need like a mask to tie ourselves to, or like some earplugs or something.
I feel like there's no shortage of rope or restraints between the two of you at any given time. You know what I mean?
I know how to make. I know how to do all kinds of knots, so don't worry.
I'm just
I don't need to know any more than that.
side-eyeing over at Shelly, see if they're just what they're doing while we're having this.
She's just shocked that this level of idiocy is still alive. Like,
I'm just
she just thinks it's a miracle you guys have lasted this long.
I know.
Okay.
Oh no. Anything else?
No, that's
Sounds like
all.
a plan.
I
Let's
just
do
wanted
it.
to discuss it with you. But Niles, it's up to you. This is your house.
it's not my house. I look over to Shelly.
Do you have any boats that you'd be willing, or any
No.
kind of scuba gear? Okay, I thought I'd try.
I don't need scuba gear.
You have
Right there.
permission to try whatever it is you're going to try with this thing, but do not bring it out of the water. Whatever's happening here, I don't want it to be seen by anyone. And from Hugh, I heard that you all don't have a track record for discretion. So if you could make sure that none of this is revealed to the public, that would be great. Otherwise, I'm going to see to it personally that you die.
Fair.
Understood.
How many times this week have we gotten that threat?
That's
always
not
Enoch.
important.
We promise we won't do anything out of line tonight,
Good,
or
That's a
go
big
hunting in any
promise.
way.
good.
Mal,
I'm just being honest.
Mal.
You're welcome to feed in my domain. Just keep it clean.
That's too kind. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
course.
you.
That's so sweet. So can we
Can we go?
Yeah,
Yeah, we're good.
like this is awkward now. I want to go.
You don't need my permission. You can go.
Thank God.
Well,
Let's
thanks.
go.
Nice
I'm gonna
to
bring you
meet
back that mermaid tail.
Do not fucking talk to me. Stop, tell him to stop talking to me.
Understood.
Yeah, we'll leave him in the car next time.
Shuffle folks out.
You all head back to the hotel. Is there anything that needs to be discussed further, or are we just
I mean, I
bedding
will
down?
say, so far, all these anarchs have been real nice. I am appreciating their courtesy, even though they are, a little less structured than the Camarilla.
A little
I
bit
like her less-
sticks in the
They're
ass. but-
lesser evil.
Kind of like the libertarian streak I see in them.
Oh, shut up.
Hmm.
Just shit.
Camouflage.
Can I
Nelson's gonna get on
assume we are going through with this experiment tonight?
Yes.
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 I figure we probably don't have time to go snorkeling.
There's no way. That will be next session for sure.
Yeah. But also, we can breathe underwater. We don't need to breathe.
But, well, we can
I-
resolve quickly what happens tonight, though. I assume you're all going to sleep?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, but I'm going to not be in the same area as you. You still have.
I'm falling asleep with a weapon. Got like a
Okay.
magnum over my chest or something.
Yeah.
I'm still. I like the sleep arrangement we had last time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fine by me.
So, except for the Kingsters in the adjoining room, we're sleeping the same way, but armed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave. Can I leave my closet door open?
Sure.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I
we can
wouldn't
do that.
budge.
Yeah.
I
Wait, what's going on with F?
Well, I mean,
Oh.
there's always just the threat of getting hit by daylight. But I mean, me and Sybil are gonna have that risk as well.
Yeah, we have the
Where,
mattress.
where are you putting F in this?
I think F was in the bed. I'm not gonna ask you to get in the bed with us because that's crazy. But
Should we give him a gun?
I don't think he knows how to use a gun. I don't want to give him a gun. I
Ed,
think
you know how to use a gun?
Yeah, sure, man. Point and shoot.
that's
So no.
no.
All right.
I've shot before. I live in Las Vegas, man. I've
Yeah,
shot
well,
before.
What if he can't wake us up or something in time? You know?
Okay. Then the gun is a signal. No, because we are in a public place. I don't like.
Look, if we need to wake up, we're gonna wake
You can
up.
light a cigarette, but that
I
might
have a
be a
knife.
little too traumatic.
A knife.
Yeah.
Give him a knife.
I'd
I don't
feel a
wanna be
lot more
stabbed
comfortable
awake, but
with
all right.
gun.
We're not gonna stab.
Can't stake
You
you,
said-
with a metal knife.
Wait, you said you'd prefer a gun?
Yeah, dude, those kill
Here-
people. The
here's
knife,
a-
I'd have to get close to one of you fuckers.
I pull out the 22 revolver I had. I'd be like,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
I'm gonna undo a couple and be like, take out, what is it, 6 rounds? I'm gonna leave you 1, 2? Okay. 1, 2. There
Okay.
you go.
All right.
I will pocket the other 4.
And where are you positioning him in the room again? I'm sorry.
By the door?
Okay. By
he
the
be
door on the opening side or behind the door?
Behind the door.
Should it be in
Okay.
between our rooms? So therefore,
Oh, in like the hallway?
yeah, that kind of like he can.
I mean, the hallway's this big. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's
what do you
like. It's
Fair.
not really a place to
Oh,
sit.
now we care about F?
Yeah.
it can't.
These are-
All,
friend.
this all has been about caring. for
Caring.
F.
Yeah, it's all love.
Of course,
Okay.
F.
Yeah.
So I think we're behind the door. Is there anything else we want to resolve before we go to sleep? Okay, I need
I wanna-
everyone. Go ahead, Mal. What's up?
No, it's okay. It literally has nothing to do with anything we're doing, so it's fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I can hold it.
Okay. All of you make rouse checks to decide whether you'll be hungry in the next day. If you have aggravated damage, now is your time to heal it.
That would be me.
If
Nice
you are
shield.
healing,
I should make my rouse check with the hunger die if I have one.
yes. Or hunger die does not matter, but
Okay.
for a rouse
I
check. I'm sorry.
pass.
I
Okay.
go up to hunger.
Okay.
Mouse is up to
And
300.
Enoch, did you roll your rouse checks for the aggravated damage too?
It's 3, right?
It's 3, yes.
And so in these, if I fail on any of these, my hunger goes up.
Yes.
Got 1 point. You know what? I'm actually going to hold on that because that sounds worse than getting that 1 point of health back.
I agree.
Okay.
I'm for hunger.
Here's the thing. All of you
Well, we gotta
are,
have one.
are aware of it this time. So this is what I need from you guys. Everyone needs to make a perception, which is wits plus awareness. And then if you have aspects, add it. Wits plus perception. Wits plus awareness plus aspects if you have it.
Two successes.
Okay.
2 successes, but a bestial failure.
Fuck, dude.
5 successes, one of which is a messy critical.
Okay.
3 successes.
Okay.
It's resolve.
Wits
awareness.
plus awareness plus aspects.
Oh, wits plus awareness. So I get a critical success, but well, okay, I'm not actually sure what to call this because I had 1 success, which was a critical die, but then I had 1 on the hunger die.
Okay, so you have 1 success and 1 fail.
Yes, bestial
Okay.
fail.
Okay. And then Niles, what did you get?
I got 2 successes but a bestial failure.
Okay, that's right. And then Allison is our last one.
I have 2 successes, but one of them that's a crit on the blood die, like 10.
Okay.
I see critical.
Niles, go ahead and make a humanity roll. Just roll however many you have in the humanity pool.
Oh no. Is Niles gonna do it? Is Niles gonna kill the person? I think so.
Again, 2 successes but 1 bestial failure.
I see. Okay, Sybil, I need you to roll dexterity plus however many dots F has.
No.
Okay. Dexterity plus F. Okay.
Oh shit.
And include hunger die.
Yes.
Got you.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna spend a willpower.
Yes.
Yeah, you are. Can you spend a willpower for your ghoul?
Yes.
For this one, yeah.
I'm gonna spend another willpower.
Oh,
Oh, shit.
1 success.
Okay. No one wakes in the day.
Okay.
You wake up the next night at 8 p.m., as you usually do. All of you alive, none of you feeling the sunlight on your skin. But in the center of the room, with the door open to your room, is F's corpse sitting in the center.
Oh my god.
Doused in this puddle of blood and water that seems to have lessened the blow. His chest is caved open. There is a disembodied hand that is still clutching onto one portion of that chest that has been opened. And he is glazed over dead with his eyes rolled back in his head. There is a magnum revolver to his side. 2 bullets expended from its chamber, and that door is just slightly open. But F is dead. There is a puddle of blood and water in the center of the room.
With the blood in the water, I would like to remind you that Mal is at 4 hunger.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
I am.
listen. He fired 2 shots. We got to get the hell out of here.
Hold on. Medical, because of my surgery, medical, I'm going to go and look at the body, see what I can see. Is there any specific clues or anything like that?
These are all things that will be decided the
Yes.
next session that we have Vegas by night.
Fuck, what a cliffhanger.
You know, we spent the entire episode trying
I
to
know.
teach him a lesson.
He learned
He
it.
did. He learned
on.
it.
Like a split second before his chest cavity was
Hold on.
ripped to shreds.
Exactly.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us for this very not pre-recorded session of Las Vegas by Night. We will see you guys for the next one. Thank you guys all for watching. Sorry we had to leave it with such a poor ending for F there.
God.
Unfortunately, no one woke up. No one had any actions when they didn't wake up. And F had a revolver with 2 bullets in it. So odds were stacked against him, unfortunately. We will resolve these things when we see all of these lovely kindred the next episode of Las Vegas by Night. Thank you, everybody.
I'm sorry,
Bye,
Zach.
guys.
Bye, gang.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.